Yo, 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 what is up, what's up, what's up, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Thank you for tuning in to another DLE Fitness live stream show. Yes, sir. Let's turn it up. All right, man, we got a good one in for you. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend this past weekend. As we know that we saw the Terrence Crawford and whatchamacallit fight that I want to say whatchamacallit, the Crawford and Canelo fight that went down. It was a good brawl, and it was great marking history that we got to see. It was a very interesting one to watch, although I didn't watch it. I was streaming that day because we got to get it in. We got to stay focused. It's a grind time. We can't, be derailed by anything like that. But I did see the highlights, though. The highlights was pretty cool. I had to focus on some other stuff I had to get done. But congratulations to Terrence Crawford for winning. Man, I wonder what their payout was. I'm pretty sure they made a hefty bag. I heard Canelo took home $100 million, even though he lost. Good Lord, Jesus. Whew, man, and Crawford took home, I think, $20 million or something like that. So shout out to them boys. And he took home the title too. So, and that was a very, 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 it looked like it was a good match from what I seen. I mean, everybody was wondering if Crawford was going to be running around the ring, and clearly he wasn't. He was standing in the pocket throwing them bows, so man was in there doing his thing. But yes, we had a good weekend. The weekend is wrapped up. We're off to Monday, so hopefully you have a good day so far and starting off the Monday. And if you're at work getting it in, hopefully I keep you entertained in this moment that we got going on. But if your Monday started off bad, just remember this. Let Mr. Child talk to you.
Oh, you're having a bad day? Did you die?
I got shot.
But did you die?
As long as that didn't happen and you are alive, you still can get up, grind, and hustle, pray, meditate, and get your mind right, get your philosophy right, dial in, zero in, and focus on one thing and make it happen, Captain. That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's supposed to be a copper water bottle because, your body needs one of the elements on the periodic table, and copper is one of those. So this is supposed to be a copper water bottle. So you got to keep yourself healthy, keep yourself hydrated. Yes, sir. But with that being said, just to let you know, we are simultaneously streaming on 4 different platforms. We're on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Rumble. And if you're on YouTube, do me a favor, when you see that like button pop up on your screen right there, hit that like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. Get the algorithm out and all that good stuff. I might start adding a stream on Facebook. I'm not really a big Facebook fan, but what the hell? Why might as well add it? You know what I mean? I mean, why not just use it? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. We'll see. But anyway, with that being said, want to contribute to today's show, there's the Cash App and the Venmo right there. Cash App Daniel2888. Venmo is Danny-Daniel-00. Yes, it'd be greatly appreciated to contribute to today's show, but we're going to keep you entertained and also give you some knowledge and drop you some knowledge on what's going on in today's world. With that being said, our topics we're going to go over today are our 3 topics we normally tackle, which is going to be fitness, economy, and AI. For the fitness portion of the show, there's a gym in Jersey, in New Jersey, over there with the Jersey folk. Them they have a gym called Diamond Gym. Yeah, Diamond Gym, where I had I don't know if I showed the video of Will Tennyson doing it, but we have another dude, one of the Trend Twins, Shizzy, I believe his name is. He went down there and got it in at the gym. I guess he saw what Will Tennyson got himself into. He figured he could handle it a little better. So we're gonna see how he did it, how he fared at that Diamond Gym, because they don't play over there, man. They don't play. And I remember when Will Tennyson went down there, he wasn't quite prepared for what he was getting himself into. So, Buddy went ahead and went down there, and I guess, Trend Twins, since they already doping up and on drugs and stuff, it's finna be right up their alley. So they finna get up in there and feel just the rage of the roids pulsing through their body. They're gonna be pulsing. They're gonna be like, so we're gonna see how they do. We're gonna check it out, see how they do. We're gonna see them roids get put to work. Because after what Will Tennyson went through, and them shizzy boys, the Trend Twins, man, they be out there. They be getting it in. I give it to them, even though they be on that juice and all that good stuff. I mean, we gonna see how he fares today, so we gonna check that out. Then we're gonna go to the economy portion of the show. We got a couple of things we're gonna look at. We're gonna see how McDonald's is basically featured a weird economic prediction. I mean, in a nutshell, McDonald's kind of made a public service announcement and making a understanding of the economic shift that's happening. I mean, in a nutshell, we're going to go over it and look at it, but in a nutshell, they basically said this.
FYM, fuck fuck y'all motherfuckers, you know?
Yeah, basically is what they said. So we're gonna see like what's going on with McDonald's, and you know, pretty sure it has to do with prices. So we're gonna see how that fares and what's gonna go on with that. Then we're gonna tap into another video, a video about South Korea. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, South Korea. They have a very interesting histories, to say the least. I didn't I didn't know that they were a really poor country and rose to prominence in like a matter of 50 years. Like, you know, hey, shout out to them. Let's clap for that. But wait, are we gonna clap? There we go. And they rose to prominence in like a matter of 50 years. Now, during that time frame of them rising to prominence in 50 years, they basically went through a very strategic regimen that they had to go through in order to get to that point. Sorry, I'm looking at something and multitasking. But on their way to rising to prominence, you know, they had to basically follow a blueprint and was like, it's all or nothing. Well, they rose to where they at now, but now getting to where they are and doing as well as they are, there are some, you know, pros and cons to said success. And we're going to dive in and look at the South Korea's economy and kind of figure out what a Sampo generation is, because they have something called a Sampo generation. And we're going to see if Korea's blueprint of rising to notoriety in a matter of 50 years has actually been a catalyst or a blueprint of what the West, what America is potentially going through and how things are working. So if we could look at Korea and see if there's some striking similarities going on with Korea that may be happening over here in the West, because it seems like Korea's blueprint is the way to go, but at the same time, it does have its pros and cons. So we got to check out and see what's going on with Korea. So we are going to check that out for sure. Then, last but not least, we're going into the AI portion of the show. For the AI segment of the show, we got the, what is it? First, we got the robots. So we're going to look at humanoid robots and see what's going on. We're going to have a veteran. A veteran is going to sit down and talk to us about what's going on with the humanoid robots and how we're moving towards the future with humanoid robots. And he's got some interesting predictions and what's going on and how America is going to be moving forward. Then we're going to take a look at Zoox. If you know anything about Zoox, it looks like it's a partnered Amazon delivery company who basically are going to be running delivery service, not just taxis, but deliveries as well. And we're going to look into that to see how that works. If Amazon is going to use that for just transportation of people or transportation delivering goods as well. So we're going to take a look into that and see, because basically once they implement this and put this in there, Uber, Lyft, probably all your DoorDashes and everything's going to be gone, because ain't nobody driving that vehicle. Ain't nobody driving that car. That car is completely driverless. Yes, you ever seen the movie it's with Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's called The Sixth Day, where they was talking about clones and stuff, and him and Michael Rappaport got into a car and the car was just driving on it. Yeah, that stuff right there is coming to fruition. We are headed in that direction for sure. Yes, it is happening. Yes, sir. So we're gonna check that out and see what's going on with Zoox taxi service, Zoox taxi something. But we're gonna look at that in the AI portion of the show and see all that is going on. So we got a good show lined up for you today. I'm really excited. I'm pretty interested to get this one going today, and we got started early. Clap for me. Yes, we gotta start doing these way more earlier. I gotta start getting it started at like 10:30 for sure. Let me take a sip. I do got to get these going like an hour earlier than what I did today. So we got to get these cracking a lot earlier, you know, because when you first get into work, I know you're probably scrolling through YouTube, probably cussing out your boss. You probably almost choked your wife before you left out the door, but you didn't. You were a good person. So I'm going to be here for you, and I'm going to help you get through your day, and I'm going to help you, you know, make it through these hard and troubling times. We got to have something to talk about along the way. We got to see which way we're going to, we steering in the direction of our life, because our life is going to be going in any direction here pretty soon. Because once these humanoid robots get put into play and this AI get implemented, ain't nobody going to be working on jack-ish. So, you might want to get your ish together, and we need to find out what's really going on and what's the decisions that we need to make moving forward in the future. So let's go. So first but not least, we're going to get the show started. But the first thing that we have to dive into, I got to put this banner on the screen. Boom. All right. So past week, a lot of stuff happened. We all know the Charlie Kirk situation happened, and that was the day before 9/11. So September 10th, he happened. And the next day was 9/11, but nobody remembered 9/11 because Charlie Kirk, right? Right. So then after Charlie Kirk happened, it was a bunch of people, you know, making fun of him and all this stuff. And all this stuff went down. But unfortunately, something got overlooked. Something got overlooked. Not only 9/11, because I didn't see anything that was about 9/11 on 9/11 on my social media feed. It was about Charlie Kirk. But in the world of boxing, we had Canelo and we had Crawford fight. But also in the world of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, I must bring to attention, since nobody else did. I didn't see nobody bring this to attention. Ladies and gentlemen, and to make sure I don't get this wrong, I think it was September 14th, or was it yesterday or the day before yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we have to announce that one of British boxing icons, Ricky Hatton, ladies and gentlemen, has unfortunately passed away. That is no bueno at all. I gotta find a better soundbite for when people pass away, because that's not a good one. How about this one? Is this a good soundbite? How about this? Uh-oh, how about this? Nah, that's not a good soundbite for passing away either. You know what? We'll find one. I have to find one when somebody passes away, but not to make fun. But, you know, there's a situation, though. Ricky Hatton has passed away, died at 46. He was a young gentleman. And this was announced on September 14th, so Sunday. Maybe he passed away on the 13th. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. But let's go ahead and take a look at this quick video and see about one of boxing's legends here who passed away, unfortunately for him. So let's take a look at this really quick. Here we go. I'm gonna have to mute it just in case YouTube tried to hit me with some music or something copyright in the background. But that's him right there, 46, man. Dude is still moving good and all that stuff. His death comes as a huge shock for the boxing community. He said he passed away on Sunday. So Ricky Hatton passed away just yesterday, and he has been planning his boxing comeback for a fight in Dubai in December. Oh no. He was coming back for a boxing match and he didn't get to make it. I don't know what his cause of death was. He was spoken candidly about his mental health and addiction struggles. Okay. And Greater Manchester Police are treating the death as suspicious. Or what did it say? Are they not? Greater Manchester Police are not treating the death as suspicious, so they know exactly what the cause is. They just haven't said it. But shout out to Ricky Hatton, man. A very unfortunate situation. Great boxer of our time. Let's give a round of applause for him, man. Yes, sir. Very, 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 very sad moment, and unfortunately, he probably got overshadowed by a lot of things that has been going on since this past week, because a lot of stuff has happened, and people didn't pay attention to what was going on. So I just want to shed some light on that, man, especially for, you know, the boxing community. And we just saw a great boxing match on Saturday. He passed away on Sunday. So, you know, shout out to Ricky Hatton, man. Shout out to him. All right, well, let's go ahead and dive into the show right here. And we're going to slide right into the first video of the show that we have. So we got this right here. We're going to go to Diamond Gym. Is it Diamond Gym? Diamond Gym in New Jersey. So Diamond Gym in New Jersey, they have a very intense workout regimen that they got. And Will Tennyson is one of the people who found out the hard way. He went in there, you know, with this happy-go-lucky character and all that stuff, but he didn't understand he was running into, and he went and got the workout of his life. Well, after that happened, Shizzy from the Trend Twins, you know, he basically found out and went out to the gym himself, and he went and got a workout. Now, you know, the Trend Twins be working out pretty freaking hard, I tell you. I mean, them steroids be pulsing through their veins. Like, you thinking like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, hopefully, you know, they don't cut their life short taking too many of these dang drugs. But with that being said, we're going to take a look at this video and see how the workout was either efficient or inefficient for Shizzy from the Trend Twins. Maybe it was good for him, maybe it was bad. I think it would be a good thing, because the way they work out, they actually be in there like wilding. Like they be taking it too. They be battling demons. Let's just say it like that. They be battling demons, and I think this would be a good fit for him. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look and see how this goes. But before we do, I need to go ahead and refresh the screen, because they'll mess around and hit me with an ad as soon as I start the video. But if you don't know who Shizzy is, or the Trend Twins, because you might not know Shizzy, but if you hear Trend Twins, there's the two boys who do trend and they lift weights. So they got their non-natural natty status in their name, so they don't hide it. They not ashamed about it. They get out there and they make it happen. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and dive into this video. Let me make sure I got this correctly. We got all this going. All right, cool. We're good to go. All right. There it is. So we're gonna take a look at this video and let's see exactly how this goes.
Come on, goddamn! Come on! Come on! He's hitting us! Come on! He's hitting us! Come on! He's hitting us! Come on! Come on!
Some sessions are worse than others, but today is different. Come on! Today's different.
Goddamn! He's about to f*** you!
Hold up.
Oh. He bleeding. Y'all see him bleeding, man? This is getting intense. Let's go.
He did that! He did that! I don't even know what I feel like right now. This shit exciting.
You know, that's what they look at it in here. It's life or death. Real shit. It's not a joke.
24 hours straight shift to a f***ing ass kick.
I don't know, all that for a t-shirt. I'm gonna need a little bit more than a t-shirt, bro. At least feed me. I mean, give me a shirt, man. Give me some food or something. Shout out to them. So far it looks like he found his place. He's found a good place to be at, but we're gonna take it from the top and see exactly how this goes. They hit us with the highlights, so now we gotta see how the day started. Let's go.
Working on his dad's gym in Jersey. It looked just like this. What's up, bro?
There he is. What's up, fellas? I've been wanting to get you out here, bro. I've been wanting to get Shizzy out here for a while.
Yeah, it's been, I've been wanting to come out here too.
It's gonna be lit. So we at Diamond Gym, it's Maplewood, New Jersey. This gym's been here since like well before any of us were born. You'll go inside, you'll see on the walls, maybe you can do a pan around, but it's like a bunch of different bodybuilders that came in through here and trained here over the years. The guys that we've been training with, that we're gonna be training with today, they've been coming here since before we were even born too, since like before '97, so long time. Couple rules, bro. This is like in-house between us. Hoodies, you're good. You gotta cover up on. No closing your eyes. No sitting down. No jewelry. So maybe the chain won't give you something. This you good, but the chain will probably gonna say something to you. And anything else is no getting on your knees if we're doing push-ups. That's pretty much it, bro.
You said no water?
Yeah. Nah, you'll be good with the water, bro. Sometimes
he be like, that, no water?
Sometimes I'm gonna be on that bullshit, yeah. Depending. If it's hot out, he's usually lenient, but if it's winter time, we don't get no water.
So basically just like whatever.
No water? Come on now, bro. Gotta have some water. You can't just have me out here dying of thirst, especially with the way y'all training. Like, give me some water, fam.
Whatever Unc says, like goes.
For the most part, we let him run the car, bro. It's like a seniority thing. It's like a seniority thing.
For sure. Is he here now?
No, he's not here yet. He at Burger King.
All right.
That's serious. He was like, oh, I need to get a burger.
Hey, bro got his whole shirt on inside out. I don't know what this is, but his shirt's on. Or maybe that's the design of it, but the design looks inside out.
Bro, I'm tired. Because Unc's a firefighter, so he just came off a 24-hour shift. So he copping off the shift, coming straight here. Yeah. Same with the other dude, he a firefighter too. It looks nice. It actually kind of looks nice from the outside, but when you get inside, it's real grungy. But he just came off a Burger King. All right. That's serious. He was like, oh, I need to get a burger, bro. I'm tired. Because Unc's a firefighter, so he just came off a 24-hour shift. So he copping off the shift, coming straight here. Yeah. Same with the other dude, he a firefighter too.
Oh, so they firefighters. They hop off their shift and they come straight there. Okay, good. Jesus, that's a brutal. I thought it was like 3 days on and then like 4 days off for a firefighter, but somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Looks nice. It actually kind of looks nice from the outside, but when you get inside, it's real grungy. It's nice. You're gonna see like holes in the wall. Everything's pig iron, bro. It's like steel. Everything feels like I'll go to the powerhouse gym and I'm inclining the 150s, and then I come here and the 110s feel heavy. So like it's like I don't even count the weight I do at other gyms. I only count the weight that I do here because this is like the real steel shit. But
I was waiting for Unc, and he's on the way. He's got off a 24-hour shift. He's getting a cheeseburger. This tells you the type of timing he's on, bro. Like cheeseburger pre-workout meal. That shit's it's about to be ugly in there.
Wow. What's up, bro? Huh?
Oh shit.
Scholar, you heard?
Give you our yap session today. Just gonna get straight to work.
You heard it, you know, yapping today. Young LA World is straight to work. So if you guys haven't seen the Will Tenney video, that's exactly what happened. They went straight to work. So
yeah, we had Will.
They had Will in here doing backflips.
Will was whispering in my ear the whole time. He's like, bro, are they gonna lighten up? I was like, sorry, Will. Because once it starts going, there's nothing I can do for you, bro. Like, Will's making a mistake that day. It's because Will's like funny on his channel and shit like that. So he makes like little jokes. He was just making the jokes at bad times, bro. So like it ended up like biting him in the ass.
Got the wrong look.
Yeah. I also don't like to be pushy with people because like
Yeah, Will did come in, and he was not ready for what he was about to get himself into. But I think Will is the reason why they got like such a big, like a bigger push. People were able to like see more of how they train. You know what I mean? A lot of people probably didn't know how they trained, but when Will did it, whew, man, poor Will. He was not. Will don't train like that at all. You know what I mean? He's being funny and happy, and he wasn't. He should have did his research before he went. I don't think he did his research. I think he just hopped in and was like, oh, I heard of this gym before, and went to it and found it, but I don't think he was ready for the workout that they was about to put him through. And he, like he said, he was whispering in his ear, are they going to lighten up? It's like, nah. Once it picks up, ain't nothing you can do. You better hang or get hung. That's how it was going.
I'm just like, whoever want to come, I'm sure they'll come through at some point, bro. Like, whenever somebody's coming, I always send them who's coming so they know and shit like that.
Oh, so you know, that's not good.
They were like, yo, he big as hell. Like, they're like, good. He's an asshole. Ask him, yo, you ever know what we're going to change when we come in here?
I've been lied to. I've been lied to many times. Like literally lied to. Like
That's actually crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, he'll be like, yo, we're gonna go in there, we're gonna do light arms.
It is.
And then we come in here, we're in the back room with the squats.
We don't know what we're doing, Chad. We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
let the anticipation build.
The only thing is, I've been training with him all week, so I know what he's been doing, and the only thing we haven't done is back. So that's why
When has that made a difference?
Calculated.
What's going on, guys?
Built this little mini.
All right. Oh, hold on. Get that out of the screen. All right. So they're waiting on the dudes to show up, and they don't know exactly what's going to happen. So they don't know if dude's going to train arms, legs, back, chest, shoulders, legs, whatever. But that's the buildup of the anticipation. I think they kind of sucks because if there's a leg day, let me know because I ain't trying to just have a surprise leg day. That sucks. But let's continue with the video. So far, so good. Dude's about to show up here in a minute. Maybe I should fast forward a little bit till the dude show up because I ain't trying to sit here and wait till he eat a cheeseburger. There he is. The guy has showed up. Let's get him in.
What? A lot of mumbling, not a lot of words, not a lot of communication going on right now. As you can see, we migrated to this side. Looks like they just put up. Yeah. The wood board. Yeah, that's.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yo, he on his bullshit already, bro. Nah, he's just warming up on me and shit.
What we doing?
We back, baby.
Back in the day when I was in rehab, we used to do like not stuff like this.
Yeah.
Once you see the motion of everything, the push-ups, take a break. You just gotta get the flow of everything. As long as you get the flow.
Shit, so you. Let the count. 100.
Wait the up! Hi, Hattie! Hi, Mr. SM the Don! What's up, Shizzy? Talk to me, motherfucker! Welcome to hell.
Take a step back. Bring it to your thigh. Good. Don't move your back. Just your shoulder to your legs. Your hands to your legs. Good.
100. Baby, it's 100 on the second one, too.
Give me one more height with that shit.
Where do we go?
All right, so we got 100 for the workout, and we're doing a warm up. So 100 for the 100 for the warm ups, and they're doing back today. So we got back workouts today, and these are the warm ups. So they just getting warmed up, just getting started. Will Tennyson fell in on a leg day. Shizzy's falling in on a back day. So let's see how this pans out. So here we go.
Go now. Here we go. Activate the shit. Here we go.
Oh, and that's the cheeseburger guy they was waiting on. That's him, Mr. Cheeseburger right here. I'm pretty sure he had more than one, but let's get it.
Here we go. Go now. Here we go. Activate the shit. Here we go.
Here. Right. Now pull. Head back. Pull. 100 that way. Come on, speed. 100. Head back. You better not die the first set. I'm gonna kill you again.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker! Yes, Shizzy! Come on, baby! It's happening! Whoa. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Oh, eye close is a no-go.
15 down.
0. I didn't close my eyes once. Give me 15 on the wood. Make it all good. Never give me. Relax. Roll back this way. Now, more chest, more shoulder, right there. Now down. Up. 10.
100 reps. I don't give a what weight it is. That shit heavy. 100 reps.
Yeah, Scholar, go.
All right, so these are warm-ups. I'm trying to figure out how many reps are they doing on these, not reps, how many sets are they doing on these warm-ups? Because so far is what is it, the pull thing, and then the lat pull down, and then push-ups. So far that's been the 3 workouts. I just wonder how many times they're doing it, and it's 100 each. So Jesus.
Go, let's go.
How you feeling after the first set?
Oh, my shit is cooked.
Wait, now, baby.
This is the most
Painful.
most efficient way to grow. There's really no way around it.
100 again, Shaq. 100 again. Let's go. We in here now.
Yeah, just keep banging.
Keep banging. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. You here? Let's go. Yeah. Go. We whack.
78, 79, 80.
Money good? Yeah. Al says money good. Stay in there, baby. Work for it. Together. Come on. I like it. Let's go. You got to show me, baby. Come on. Be a dog about it. Now, welcome to Diamond. That's just a little diamond dust. A little diamond magic. Be a dog about it. Come on, just pull it to you. You ain't got to go up there to get it. I want 100.
100 for everything. That is a lot. Oh, so 100, and then push-ups is like 10 or 15. But if you close your eyes, then they add more.
Keep banging, baby. Don't think, just bang.
We whack, Shizzy.
Fucking lost count, man.
Well, I'll give you 30 since you lost count.
you got more.
Nah, you gotta concentrate. Right in business, Greg. 70 more since you lost count.
Come on, Shizzy. Lock
You
that
gotta know how much
up.
fucking ammo you got in your gun, young man.
Come on, Hattie.
Your ammo count is
Hattie.
Go. Get to
Come
it.
on, Shizzy.
Where you at? I'll give you 50. Run 50 more. You better not stop.
Count out
Let's
that
go.
50.
Let's go.
Come on, Shizzy. Go kill some shit.
Yeah, big boy, be a dog, big boy, come on. There you go.
Bang.
Let's go. Figure it out. Where you at? No.
34.
Go.
Yeah, we on his ass. He good. Let's go. Let's go. I know. Don't put my shit down, Shiz. Go. Yeah. Go. Hell yeah. Where you at? You at?
5 more, man.
Don't stop. Let's go. You 5. Let's go. Good. Right to the push-ups. Don't think. Let's go. Don't think.
It's no telling how many he did on that one. I know in the future he gonna lie and say he know what count he on. Then he closes his eyes, so we gotta see how many push-ups they gonna give him. So far, this is just a warm-up. They ain't even started the workout yet. My God. Oh no. Whew. Like if you're a bodybuilder, this is perfect. This is right up your alley. I ain't no dang bodybuilder. I just want to stay in shape, be lean, and get right. But Jesus, this right here is painful. This the warm up, boy. This the warm up. I know he's probably regretting his life decision.
Let's go. 10 from the eyes plus 25 straight. Let's go. Run it. Go over here, young man. 25.
All right, so far so good. He's getting it in. He just had to do 25 push-ups, so that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing serious. That's light. But it's the back day they're doing. So I'm curious as to what exercises they gonna do on a back day. You know, deadlifts is gonna be in there. Just don't know what kind of deadlifts. Because I don't like deadlifts personally. I don't think I just don't feel that's a great workout. It's just not. Nah, that's like the older I get, it's like, nah, we ain't doing no we ain't doing no deadlifts unless it's the Olympic bar, the one where you can stand in the middle and do it. I think that's good. I think that's actually worth doing because it doesn't like hinder your back too much. You can still be explosive with your legs as opposed to have that back arch with just the barbell and stuff. If you're short, that's perfect. But if you got long legs like me, it's not as easy. It's harder. But let's continue. See how Shizzy is hanging up because he just did the warm-ups.
Familiar with cameras, right? Cameraman, let him see that foot. Yeah, you already know what the fucking happened, cameraman. Sorry, I need 35 burpees for you coming in the building. And another 15 because y'all ain't seen my shit.
Oh, cameraman initiation. Cameraman initiation.
It's put the cameraman on burpees. He put the cameraman on burpees for walking in the building. All right, well, you know, people who watch this in the future gonna be like, well, cameraman gotta do work too. He gonna try to record from outside. This here is getting brutal, boy. This is brutal.
They got the entry fee. Not you, Alexis. Come on, Mateo. Let's go. Work, baby. Yes, sir. Come on, man.
My cameraman get busy. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, hell like us. He said, fuck them guys. He said, fuck them guys. Keep shooting.
Where's he at? 38. 39.
What's that, 40?
30.
Oh, 30. Come on. Come on, baby. You head up.
Dog now.
Head up. Be a dog now. Come on, goddammit. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't no other option. Yeah. Ain't no other option. Ain't no other option.
He's on 30 and can't even get it to his thighs. He's on 30. He's got to get to 100. And this is the warm up. My goodness. Ew, this is going to suck. Oh my goodness. This is going to be painful. But let's continue.
Pull it. Pull it, goddammit. What's the count? 75. It ain't 75, beloved. And I don't know where you was at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. Ninth floor. Ninth floor. Hey, yo, what was that count? That was 40, right?
Yeah, no, it's 35.
You did 40. All right, so you got 35. 35. Let's go.
Bang, bang,
Come on,
bang.
chill, baby. Come on, chill, baby. Chill. Keep shooting. Come on.
Flip the switch.
Come on, go there.
I need to see it.
Go there. Go there. Work, motherfucker. Work, goddammit. What's that number? Come on, you gotta talk to me. What's your number?
I'm done.
No.
That's it. I'm finessed. I'm done.
All right, go ahead. You got 75 more. It's all right.
He go.
Look at shit. Get mad, get angry, right? Take it out on the fucking weights. Lock in here, take it out on the weights, right? For the rest of this workout, I don't give a fuck what you say, what you yell, but don't talk back to the workout. Take it out on the weights. Lock in. Give me 75. Let's go, shit. Wake me up.
Let's work.
All right, he said get mad, get angry, but take it out on weights. You can't disrespect the trainer, which is good. I respect that. I understand that. That's fair game. That's fair game. Look at the cameraman. He's stressed out. This cameraman, he just did 30 burpees. He does not work out a day in his life. He's a cameraman. That's what he does. He's like, I don't want to be here no more. You got a long way to go. Look at him. He's stressed out.
Stop. Open up your hands. Go to work.
Bitch ass motherfucker.
Fight. Swing back. You good. Swing back, sis. Come on. Yeah.
Kellogg's cereal. Grain, sugar.
Yeah, shit's in there fighting demons today, boy. You hearing me talking about, oh, he out there cussing like he fighting somebody. So far, so good. They still haven't got past the warm-up set, though. That's the thing. They still doing warm-ups. What the hell? This just fell. Something fell? Yeah, something fell. There we go. Okay, that was loud. Yeah, so he's still doing warm-ups, though. So just keep this in mind. They're only on the warm-up portion of the workout. They ain't got to the first actual set yet. This is still warm-ups. So they're doing 100... What is it? 100 lat pulls and then 100 pullovers. There you go, pullovers, and then push-ups. Push-ups can range from 10 to 25, depending on if you close your eyes. And they still in the warm-up section. So let's continue and see how this thing pans out. Plus, he yelled at the trainer, so they gave him extra 75.
Hey, come on! Can't fucking push you out.
15.
Should be 3 October. So that's 30 plus 15. That's 45 free. Let's go, kid.
Big killer. Go to the house.
There will be no sugarification without a sweatshirt.
You can't run from me. You can't hide from me. You just gotta face it. You gotta face it. Let's go!
So you got to stay in your sweatshirt the whole time. You can't take your sweater off. So you got to sweat balls underneath the entire time. Whew, man, this is going to be a very, very intense workout. I'm pretty sure he's regretting his life decisions and it ain't even got past the warm-ups. Let's continue.
Don't let up on me, baby. Don't let up on me, baby. I won't. I won't. Chill, motherfucker. Chill. Ah! Sit down. No. It's all you, baby. Pick your head up.
Shizzy ain't looking too good. He's not looking too good. He's not looking too shabby.
Come on, you good? We gonna fight him.
Oh man, they just doing warm-ups. He's not looking too good. It's hurting, and I don't blame him. 100? Are you crazy? I don't care. Like he said earlier, I don't care what the weight is. 100. That's tiring. Ugh. All right, here we go. We gonna see. You gonna dig deep.
I'm in it with you. I'm in it with you. Come on, we gonna fight together. The war's on together. You stop shooting, we all die, baby. Come on. Keep your motherfucking head.
How many you got? 30.
That clip is loaded. Get out your fucking head. Get out your motherfucking head. Start shooting.
30 quick now. 30, huh?
A light 30.
Come on.
30's quick. Clip loaded. Let's go. Bang. Bang. Shoot. That's more like it. Keep shooting. Better not stop shooting.
That man said a
Soon as
light
you
30.
stop shooting, we all die.
This ain't no
You stop
light
shooting,
30.
we all die. Yeah.
It's not a light
Yeah.
30.
Stop shooting, we all die. Yeah. Shoot.
Hell no, man.
Go.
Hell no.
Go.
I'm not gonna let y'all die.
Go.
Make the
That's right. That's right, Shiz. That's right, Shiz. Yeah, let that shit out. Let that shit out. Let that shit out, Killer. Let that shit out. Make that shit respectful. Come on. Hey, yo, get the can, please. Ain't you doing? Nah. Come on. He about to fucking puke.
Let's go, work. I'm puking my puke. I don't want to puke on the floor.
Yo, give me the can. Give me the can, bro. Let's go, Mr. Can. We got one. Can has entered the chat. Mr. Can has entered the chat.
Throw up.
No, he gotta figure that out.
I knew he wasn't going to
That's
start.
personal. That's some personal shit. Yeah, it's up to him. Let's go. The pressure on. Let's go. You gotta go. Come on, brother. Go ahead. Come on, sis.
Bro, look at the weight. Look at how much he's put. Look at, you're doing 100 of these? Are you crazy? This is 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 of 160s. Hell to the no. 100 160s. That's what that says. It's 100, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, it's 160. 160 100 times. I wouldn't be able to swing that. I call that. That is rough. That's rough. Not 100 of 160s. Is you crazy? But hey, he know what it was. He saw Will Tennyson videos, so he knew what he signed up for.
Come on, brother. Go ahead. Come on, sis. That's what shake your fucking head, no. Now I'm counting it. 4, 5. Come on, bro. 6. Come on. 7. Let's keep fighting. 8. Keep fighting. 9. I'm out with that. Come on. 21 more. Open up your hands. Make the pain respect you, baby. Go to work. 21. Pain will respect you. 21. Pick your fucking head up and start shooting. I need to see the killer in his eyes, man. Come on.
Don't you ever say that again. You say kick him. No! Head back and pull, shit. You gotta give me something.
Come on, sis.
Come on, sis. Where you at?
Still in the warm-ups.
Come on.
This still the warm-ups.
15 more to go. Let's go, kid. You a big boy.
You got 12. 18. Go to work. Go to work, bro. I know you go. Now you just gotta tap into it. Get your fucking head up and tap into it. Come on. You're telling yourself no. It's in there, bro. It's fucking in there.
You got push.
Come on. Let's go, sis. Tighten up.
It's the warm-up.
There we go. Go ahead. Come on. Go ahead. I love it. Go ahead. I love it. Yeah. Let's go, finish. Go. Yeah. Go, shit. 20. 10 more. 10 more. 1.
10 more.
2. You there already. Come on. Now everybody watching. Now everybody watching. Yeah. I like that. Come on, shit. 5. Come on. 5 more. 5 more. 4 minutes. Get your head up. Get your head up. It's in there, bro. Come on. I know. It's only 5.
I know.
It's only 5. It's only 5. You got 5. 5 pieces. Come on. Rip up the bar. He's in the
Hey,
door.
they said he had 12, and then he did like 8, and then they said 10 more. Like, I just don't see it. Look at his face, bro. Bro's dying. And this is the warm-up, ladies and gentlemen. He ain't even started the actual workout.
Squeeze the core. Come on. 2. Come on. I take all that. 3. Come on. Come on. Come on, shit. 1. Come on. Let's finish it. 2. 1. Go. Finish it. 2. I take it. I take it.
Up to the push-ups.
Get up.
Up to the push-ups.
Get up. Get up.
Get his ass up. Get his ass up. You good? Bring the cane over there. Bring the cane over there. All right? Come on.
That's yours.
Everybody. It's all right. Now do the push-ups. You go.
Yeah, we go.
You go. Fuck that.
Finish the 15.
Whew. Yes, sir. Buddy is not feeling too well. He can't figure out if he want to throw up or not, if he's faking the funk. I don't know what he's doing, but so far he is not happy about his situation in life right now. So we're going to see how this thing pans out. I don't know. I don't think he'll make it, but again, this is only the warm-up. He hasn't even started the actual workout yet. This is just the beginning. So, but shout out to him. He's been putting in some grind, but 160 on lat pull downs as 100. Are you crazy? 100, you know, the next time I go to the gym for a back day, I'm going to try to replicate this. I'm going to try to do 160 on a lat pull down to see if I can get 100. I'm just curious. And they're doing the close grip, which I think is easier, I would say, as opposed to the wide grip, but still, like, bruh, you must be out your mind. Crazy. But he's about to throw up here in a minute, though. Here it goes.
Get your money. Get your money. There you go. Way to be a dog. Way to be a dog. Way to be a dog.
Whoa! Shit! Batman rises. Look, let's look. Stand up, big ball, big air, big breath. Breathe.
Most of the time, most people never get the opportunity to even put themselves under that type of stress on your body. So he just gotta adjust. He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. I'm already knowing he good. Get up. Good. Come on, baby. That fourth quarter shit, you just gotta figure it out. Pull something out of you and just fight.
Let's go, cameraman. Where you at? Come on, give me
The cameraman is back in trouble.
30.
Oh, I ain't got shit, man.
Oh, cameraman, they got to get 30. He said, I ain't got shit. Oh, no, that's not going to fare too well. He said he don't got none left. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, we going to see how those words pan out. Here we go.
I ain't got shit, man.
Get up, stand
I ain't got shit for you.
stand up for please. I need you to comply with that. This isn't intended to break you. This isn't nothing done purposeful. This is not foul intentions. This is what we're doing. All we're doing is relax. Is bringing you into our world. So it's the same thing for me. If I go do a photo shoot, I gotta do modeling. I gotta sacrifice diet and cardio to look the way you look, right? So all we're doing is introduce you to our world. All we ask is you don't quit. This ain't meant to embarrass you. It's not if you fuck up, we gonna look at you different. I don't know you to judge you. You understand? I don't know you to hate you. All I gotta do is I wanna see your efforts. I can learn to love you. That's the thing. So don't listen. Whatever you got left, even if you said it's nothing, whatever you got left in that tank, even gas tanks got that reserve shit. Give me that. But do not leave this fucking gym today without quitting and trying your hardest.
What do you think I've been doing?
Listen to me. Relax. Listen. All I want you to do is just keep going.
Giving it my all, man.
That's all I'm asking. Just keep going. Just keep going. That's it. It's a family. This is family in here, bro. We're not pushing you to hurt you.
He's never been pushed that hard. He's like, he's never been pushed that hard. And them yelling at him and stuff like that, it doesn't seem like it's motivating him. It seems for him, it's like, it's hurting his feelings is what it seems like. You know what I mean? And every time he gives it all, it seems like it's never enough. You just got to keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. That's what it is. He's not, Yeah, it's kind of like combat training. You ever like sparred or did combat sports or combat training? Like you spar, it'll get to a point where like you literally feel like you can't go no more, and your body just like goes on autopilot, and it's just like, you know what I mean? And you feel like you're finna pass out, faint, like you're on the verge of like dying or breaking. Like you have to push past that point. You know what I mean? So that's where he's at right now, and. Yeah, he just never been there, and it's like I can't, but he wants to quit, but it's like you can't. You got to dig deep and find that lion, that dog in you, and this is what makes you or break you.
You push because evidently it's something in you. We just gotta figure it out and pull that shit out. It's not to make you look better. It's to make you better mentally and physically. You probably did the worst shit in life. You just gotta go tap into that and finish. Tired of it. And let it out the right way, kid. I'm weak as fucking here right now, kid.
You're not, bro. You're not, bro. You're a fucking dog.
I know you just quit on us.
Yo, yeah, he's not quitting. No. You never been here. You never felt it. Anybody who comes in the first time, they gonna feel it. Don't leave. Finish.
not leaving.
I promise you at the end of the
You're not leaving.
I promise you.
You don't have that option. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Why would I want to leave y'all? Because you know what? Sometimes outside the gym, life is a life, bro. Life is life.
Right.
And sometimes
He can't. He wants to quit. He wants to quit. It's like, nah, you came to they gym, and the least you could do is finish. I mean, as much as it sucks, like you came to they gym, so you got to go through it, whether you look weak or not. You got to finish. That's the whole purpose. Purpose is to finish. It's not going, you ain't going to do good. It's not going to look great. The purpose is to finish. Don't quit. Give it your all every single time. Don't quit. That's the thing. He's in his head. He's getting broken. And I understand. It sucks.
let him talk.
I'm listening to him, huh?
Go ahead, go.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Sometimes this shit doesn't fucking interpret the right way. Wait, don't talk right to you sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes it makes you feel like what they're saying is true. So then what do you do then?
Okay.
If the weight's agreeing with them?
Wait.
Hold
Get it out.
No, stop, Scholar. What do you mean by what they're saying is true? Who? No, talk to me. What do you mean?
That's what I said. Let's
Hold
get
on,
it out.
Scholar, please stop. What do you mean by what they're saying is
Show,
true?
bro.
You're gonna let one person look from outside into the window of your house. Your house is your soul. You're gonna let one person look inside your fucking window and tell you that your house ain't shit. You know what you do to a motherfucker that's looking inside your house? You close the fucking block. Now you don't got access to my house. Because for every one person that's gonna make you feel like shit, it's gonna be 10 people that's gonna make you feel like a god.
The good news is he's getting a rest. He's getting a rest. He's getting a break. That's the good news. He's getting a break. Look at him. He got the look on his face like I done got the wrong mug. I done called this fool in here. Now he acting like this. Like, come on, bro. It's mental. It's physical, but it's mental at the same time. That's the thing he's dealing with. It's the mental aspect of it. Physical, I think he got the physical. I just think it's the mental that's breaking him. He's never been pushed that far, and I don't blame him. 100 lat pull downs at 160, and you're doing like 3-4. Man, you must get out of here. I feel him. But you gotta push. You gotta push, even though it hurts. Like you gotta push.
Uplift you.
And uplift
And love you.
We go through the same shit either. We go through motherfuckers online. First of all, he's Arabic, we're black. The shit we go through online because of our training style, the shit is again. We think there's people.
All right. Let's get back to the workout. Come on, bro. You got a whole rest period.
You hear me?
Don't talk back. I never see
showing up for your motherfucking self, bro.
I never seen a dumbbell say shizzy.
Exactly.
I never seen a pull-up bar say shizzy. You know why? You don't love yourself.
Not go. They need it.
There's millions of people that look at you. You're the reason why they keep going. You can't quit.
Let's go. They shizzy.
All right, bro. You got a good 15-minute break.
He need this.
Let's go.
He need this. He need this. It's all right, bro. It's all right, bro. Yeah? It's all right, bro. It's good.
It's good, mud.
Come on, show up for yourself right here in this moment. Yo, you gave him that Gatorade?
I gave him. He good.
All right. There we go. There we go, Stiz. Come on.
I think that was more of a mental situation than it was a physical situation. Like physically he wanted to quit, but mentally I think it's the words yelling at him. He feel some type of way about those words, and those words hurt feelings. I think Will Tennyson had that same thing. He said he got to the point where he almost wanted to cry. I think it's the words that get to him, and they let those words actually get inside their head and like mess with them. But it's like, don't let the words get to you. Use those words as motivation, but he can't, and I think that's what the part of the problem is.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go, sis. Come on, baby. Come on. Mentally stronger. Right now, mentally stronger. Come on, what you got left?
How many do I got? 30?
35.
10 more.
10. Let's rock it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up on your feet. 7, 8, 9, 10. On your feet. On your feet. Good work. There we go. Now we in. Now we in.
Like that's Madrid, bro. Like I don't feel like I'm about to make it, bro. Not because of like nothing other than just like my muscles are just tired. It's a good thing. No, I wanted them to get the shit out of me. Like I just only ones that could be able to get this shit out of me is probably you guys, because nobody else is gonna be able to push me like that.
I'll take that. I just don't want to seem like we're not with the bully.
They know there's nobody out in that can push me like this. And to be honest with you, I'm tired. My muscles are tired, but I any day of the week, bro, I'll keep up with you. I'll motivate you any day of the week.
Let's
Nice and control. Right there. Right there.
He like, whatever.
Right
he looked at him like, yeah, okay. Right. I think it's more of a mental thing. And also another thing I want to say too is, I don't know. I can't speak on this as I ain't never done them, but the steroids, I wonder if the steroids has something to do with it as well. I think the steroids might play a factor in the mental and also probably the muscle aspect too, because you don't know how well his diet is. I mean, does he hydrate enough? You know, because I would say cardio would play a good factor in this, as well as your muscles being this tired. Muscle endurance cardio would play like a factor in this, because you're pushing. So, and you're not being able to quit. You're pushing past your threshold. So I wonder if the steroids actually plays a part in all this. But let's continue and see how far this goes, because this is kind of interesting.
Watch out. Little speedy with it. Let's go. There you go. Right there. Stand up back. Right there. Come on. Get there. It's you. It's you. Come on, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Keep shooting.
Good, just keep shooting. Right there. In your range. Whatever you got in the tank. Go.
Just keep shooting. We going with it. Just keep shooting, bro.
Yeah, Shizzy.
Keep shooting, bro. Come on. You like that. I like it. Side with me, Shizzy. Make it count. Come on. That's 100. Thank you. Yo, the boy right here, your best friend. That's the fucking way to show up. Keep showing up for yourself. Every rep, every set. Every time you look in the mirror, it's always going to be you versus you. Make sure you're breaking the go, man.
I think Will, I would say comparing him to Will Tennyson, I think Will handled it better. I think Will just kept pushing through, at least according to what the video showed. I think Will handled it better. I think he's having more of a mental breakdown. Will, he had a hard time, but he kept going. I think Shizzy's having a harder time than Will did.
Way to fucking go. Yo!
well, say something nice.
Yo!
Come on, don't grab my foot.
That's not enough. You're hitting the run in the wrong spot, bro.
I'm about to take Hottie now. Let me back up. I'm like, yo.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, yo, we from the same country.
Damn, blood, you got me.
Hey, yo, if y'all know what a pizza is, Unc is a pizza. It's a piece of shit. Unc is the most dirtiest up player in the game.
We can
Push through this shit, bro. You can push through this shit.
Yeah, we got
It's all mental, bro. Look at the success you've already obtained.
Exactly. That's what I said too. He's right. It's mental. That's what's getting to him. It's getting in his head. Like mentally, he's letting these words harm him. And it's like, it's just words. These words are to get you to push the weight. They try to get you to go to a dark place and unleash that. It's mental. And he's having a hard time dealing with the words. And then the weights is killing him. I feel it. 100. Gosh, that's a lot of weight. But hey, you know, if you can get through it one time, because it's the only time he ever gonna beat her, he ain't coming back for round 2.
And not everybody can step in here, bro, and be a beast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You step in here, you already fucking beast, bro. Coming in here is different. And you take that shit that's from outside, you come here, bro, you just fucking fight. Oh, now, shit. Get in that mode now, baby. 2, good. Come on, let's go. 3, good. Right, yes, shit. Yes, shit. That's you. 5. One more. Yup. Boy, yeah, baby, what the fuck I'm talking about, baby? See what's work, baby. Come on, show me, bro. Come on. You're here now.
I ain't hear a thing. I can't hear shit. I can't hear shit. I just hear like ringing, like a flashbang just went off. Like,
Everybody out. Everybody. You're holding? 30. Come on.
yo, no. Everybody out.
Everybody. Your whole little car out. 30 Y'all playing too much. Oh, bro. What's the count? 30?
Kick them out. Everybody out, y'all playing too much.
Come on, I'm here if you need me. Come on. I'm only here if you need me. Come on. Like, come on. Only if you need it. I'm here. Where you at?
5.
Come on.
6.
Come on. 7, 8, 9. Good boy.
Fuck you up.
Boy, it's so low now.
they running in this gym.
Do you think this candle will cover up my...
Yeah, they running in the gym and it look like they're about to run you out the gym, but they have to convince you not to quit and not to leave. So yeah, he's going through a mental. Now I know when I get to the gym tomorrow, I'm gonna try to do 100 because what is it? I did legs yesterday, so I'm on a push or a back day. So we gonna see how that pans out. It's gonna be a push or a back day. And dang, I can't imagine 160 100 times, bro. That's heavy as hell. I mean, let's do 100 times, not 160 100 times. That is brutal. That's brutal. But let's continue and see how this thing pans out because he is out of it. He's done.
Respect.
27, 28, 29, 30 ball. Niggas over there be wildin'. Come on, sis.
It's just 30. We go 10 at a time, sis. We go 10 at a time.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
I'm good. 13.
13,
14. 15. Let's go.
15, come on.
16.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
One.
Go.
Go, keep shooting.
Yeah, shoot, shit, go.
4, 25,
Out.
6, 7, don't quit.
You right there. Finish it. Finish the game. Good. Stand up.
Yeah. You are not defeated. Yo, watch out, please. Move. Let him get to the board. Show up, Sizzy. There we go. That's more like it. There we go. You are not defeated. You are just getting started. Yes, sir. Way to let that fucking dog out. Yes, sis. That's more like it.
Today's difficult.
Let's go.
Some sessions are worse than others, but today is difficult.
Come on.
Today's difficult.
Yes. Good one.
Continue full extension.
Full. Find a way to make a way. What you tell me? The only way in is through, right? Only way around it is through. Come on. Just squeeze it and that bitch gonna move, I promise you.
So I wonder what the count is though. That's what I'm still trying to figure out. I wonder what the count as far as like how many workouts are they doing. I mean, because I get the reps and the sets, but like how many? Because they've done pullovers, they're doing lat pulls, now they're doing wide grip lat pulls, push-ups between every single set. So it doesn't matter what workout, there's always push-ups. Those never stop. I'm just curious as to how long is the workout list? How many workouts are they gonna do before they finally end? That's the thing.
I feel like this shit's just getting started, bro.
10, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Away!
Some good ass money right there, man. Appreciate it. Just 15 now. Now we in that range. Come on. Everybody can do it fresh. What can we do when we tired, shit? Yeah. That's true. Yeah! Right. He's here now. He's here now.
Come on, Steve. Come on, goddammit. Come on. Come on. There's one more. Just go. Yeah! son. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Sometimes you gotta get mad. Sometimes you just gotta put
So I'm
that
curious
shit
as
in
to
front
when
of
he
your
bust
face
his head
and knock
open.
it the
Because he said he was bleeding at some point. So I'm wondering what he did to bust his head open, because that bar did just clock him on the back of the head. I know that hurt. I don't care what he said.
Oh, hold up. Get him a kick. I don't know what you did. Yeah, hold up.
I hit my head on the bar.
Oh, shit. Hey, yo, don't do all that extra shit, man. You in the fucking gym, hit me, all right? Clean yourself up. Go to work, baby. Go to fucking work. Here we go. Come on. Line. Take me there. One more. 20 more. No. Only if you need it, and I know you don't need it. 4, light. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm here. Now.
I don't know, that weight looks easy for the other guy.
Come on, show up right now. Here we go. I'm gonna let you bang first. Sit. Yeah, dude. Come on. Hey. Nah, come on. Yeah. 10. Wait, we. 14. Let's go, more. This is what I was hoping for. This is what I was waiting for, sis. You hear me? This is what the fuck I was waiting for. This is what we need from you. This is what we need from you. You hear me? This is what the fuck we need from you. Keep showing up, bro. We here.
Work out some blood and some puke. It's fucking sick, dude. I have no idea where Unc went. I'm fucking nervous. He's plotting.
I don't know if he's plotting. I just know that you got to focus on making it through your workout. We're almost done with this workout. I'm just curious to see if he makes it. And it doesn't look like he's gonna make it. He done busted his head open. He's over here throwing up. He had to convince him not to quit, but we gonna see how he's doing, because yeah, Buddy's been going through the ringer. You can see it in his face. Oh, there you go. He popped back up. Let's see what he says.
Yeah, he didn't see me now, but he said, yo, it's fine. Like, you can go through whatever you're going through, but while you're in here, like, really, the weights aren't talking shit, even though it might feel like, oh, I'm weak, you know. This place is your best friend, you know. The weights aren't gonna tell you you're a piece of shit. He said, like, what Unc had to say was it threw me off, bro. I didn't expect for him to be so, like, you know, on the same level. So that's what kind of woke me up. Like, damn, I'm really not the only one going through this shit, you know. Like, everyone's going through this shit. And it's cool to, like, be able to see people push each other.
Yeah, that's what it was. I that's what I caught. It was mental. The words was hurting his fifis. That's what the whole situation was. And his feelings was getting hurt. They were saying words to him, and he took the words personally and not used the words as motivation. So he'll be all right. He'll be all right. But so far, so good. I wonder if they still got more to do. I'm kind of curious on how much working out they got left. Oh, no, not the deadlifts. Okay, this seems like he's in more of his element with this. But let's check this out, see how this goes. But this don't look too good. All right, here we go. So he's doing the deadlifts. Let's see. We got a little bit more left, and I got time today, so we'll be able to finish this out. So let's go ahead and check this out. I do not like deadlifts for nothing, boy. His back gonna be in pain tomorrow. Because really, you can hurt your back more than you could strengthen your back with deadlifts. I think. I just don't like it unless you use that Olympic bar. But other than that, that is not a. That's not a workout I'd be too excited to do it. And there's no telling how much weight they finna throw on this dang bar. That's the crazy part. They finna just throw a crazy amount of weight on there. So, we'll see how he pans out. Here we go. He's in it. See what they got. They got 4 plates for deadlift. Are you crazy? No, sir.
Not today. Not today, baby. That's it.
Put your chest up, chest up. Chest up, stand. Feel my space though. Push the hips in. There you go. Yeah.
You got it, bro. I know you do. Yo, it's time for everybody to give it 150% now.
Wake up, bitch. Let's go. Come out here.
Good enough. Good enough.
Tap in now. Tap in now. Come on, I need to see it, Trish. I need to see it. Trish, it's fourth quarter. Fourth quarter. Watch out.
Bro, it was fourth quarter a long time ago.
It's fourth quarter.
It was fourth quarter a long time ago. He said fourth quarter a long time ago. I think back before he had his little breakdown, they said fourth quarter. It ain't no fourth quarter. It's always fourth quarter. Whew, let's see.
The gun loaded. All you gotta do is shoot that bitch. Come on, Tiller.
Let's go, baby boy.
Shoot that motherfucker. Shoot that motherfucker. Shoot. Shoot. Yes. Come on. Hold him up.
That's my shit. That's my fucking Vic, baby. Come on.
All right, go do your pull-ups now, buddy. Man, how is he handling this? Let's see. I'm pretty sure he picking that up like it's a bag of groceries. Look at this.
Dog out, huh? Dog out, huh?
Oh no, he added a plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He added a plate.
Yo, Uncle, you want these or not? You want to try it? Go get without it first. Go ahead.
Come on, don't kill some shit. Wake the fuck up.
Come on, fly. You from Sunset, fly.
Wake the fuck up.
You from Sunset, fly. Come on.
Yeah. You from Sunset, what? That's more like it. What? That's more like it. What? That's more like it.
Yo, let me see that. Yo, he did one, right? I'm not playing fair no more.
Let's go, Hardy. Come on.
He said, hey, he did one, right? Yeah, you want to make sure he only did one, because if you did 3, I'd have been pissed.
Let's go, Hardy.
Let's get it. Go. Come on, wake the fuck up. Oh, shit, let's go. Get that shit up.
Now it's a 66-pound bar, by the way. Let's go, Skyler.
66-pound bar. That's just cheating right there. Hell no. 5 plates and a 66-pound bar. Extra 20 from the 45.
Go somewhere else, big boy. Where you going?
It's already done, guys. It's already done.
Wake the fuck up, Skyler. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's another day.
Let's go, Big breath, get yourself ready. You're gonna be out.
Here we go. Moment of truth. 5 plates. Oh, Jesus. And a 66-pound bar. Oh, my goodness. I never understood to use those wrap things. The little hand wrap thingies. That's something I've never really used. I just go there bare and pause. Here we go. Can he get it?
No, look.
Up.
No, I got him.
Get him up.
Strap up, go the other way. Same way, double over here. Trust your uncle. Go a little bit wider. Right there. That's all I need. That's all I need. Me and you.
Come on, goddammit.
Me and you.
Come on, sis.
Me and you.
Wake the fuck up.
Me and you.
Wake the fuck up.
Me and you at the promise. Come on. Me and you at the promise.
Use it.
Here you go. Head out. 1, 2, 3.
Drive.
Up.
Drive.
It's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
Yo, take that plate
Okay.
off.
Plate off, quarter off.
Put the quarter on.
All you motherfuckers that's going to say something negative about that attempt, he's exhausted and it's a 60-pound bar. A bar he probably never touched in his life. So don't say shit negative because he's fucking trying.
Yeah, that's a 66-pound bar and 5 plates. That's crazy work. 66-pound bar and 5 plates. I mean, what is it? 3 plates is 315. 4 plates is 405. 5 plates is... What is 5? Oh, crap. They hit me with the freaking thing. 5 plates on each side would actually be... What is it? 405 is 4 plates, so 515, so it'd be 495 with 5 plates, I believe. But then it's a 66-pound bar, so you add extra 20 to that, so that's like 515, 516, because the 1 pound on top of that. Jesus, that's a lot of weight. 500 freaking pounds. No, sir, not I. I would try it, but that's a lot of weight. Any exhaustion.
There you go. We locked in now. What down? 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
I tell you. The fuck I tell you.
Yeah. Hey, that's good. They put a quarter on there. So what's that? 405 plus 50, so 455 plus 20, 475 plus 76. All right. Hey, better than what I could do. So I'm not gonna knock him on that. That's fantastic. Hell yeah. And you're exhausted. So round of applause for him. But let's keep going. Let's see what we got. This is probably close to the end of it.
Okay, we don't quit, baby. Keep going.
Like pound. The chain of
Man, they still going? Wait a minute. Bruh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus chains. My gosh, these dudes is wildin', yo.
I gotta get the chains. You wanna die, you wanna live, motherfucker. Go hit VIP seats, motherfucker.
Come on, Chiller. Come on, Chiller. Come on, Chiller. Come on, Chiller. Come on.
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that.
A round of applause. Wait. Let's give an official round of applause. Where is it at? Give it the official round of applause for that one, boy. Oh my goodness, putting in that work in there, Jesus.
Yeah, go crazy. Yeah. Oh, shit.
What the fuck up?
That last rep either. I don't even count that last rep.
Yeah, show me. Show me. What's in your one?
Okay, so he just put they say a quarter, so that's 25 on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus a quarter. I wonder how much the chains weigh. He took the chains off, so I don't know how much the chains weighed.
Show me. What's in your tank? Show me. What's in your tank? Show me. What's in your tank? Blood. That sunset. What's in your tank, homie? That's on you. What's in your tank, homie? Come on. That's on you. Come on. What's in your tank, homie? Come on. Go. That's you. That's you. That's you. Yeah. Look at me like that.
That was too easy. He picked that up like it was lightweight.
Oh. Give me a yo. Yeah. They don't hit me. Oh. I have to wait on me.
Who asked? Okay.
Come on. Shut up. Give me the fucking.
Okay, so Hattie finna hop in and do it. What's this? 3, 6, and a quarter. They're like a 10. They don't like a 25. They're like a 10, but still. Here we go. All right, let's see if he gonna pull this up. This dude's strong as hell. I'll tip my hat off to him. He don't look like it, but he hella strong. So, let's see what he do.
Get off! Come on, Chilla. Get off! Come on, Chilla.
That was close.
Second is the first to lose.
That was close.
Oh shit!
That was close.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh shit!
Don't you wish your deadlift was hot like that? Don't you?
He kicked all their ass, so he's happy.
Hey, he was close. That was close. I give him an A+ for effort. He had it halfway, and that's 6 plates plus. They said it was a quarter. Those like 10s on the end. So that's 6 plate. He got his hand on his hand. Look, he don't want to get punched again. He's like, I ain't trying to get punched. He said that hurt earlier.
Face to face, mano y mano, right? I applaud him for showing up. He looks great on my videos.
I record it, tap in, remember it.
Hey yo, but look,
Remember that shit.
Came home for a half hour nap. Had to go pick up.
So
I think they done.
You're already one of the best in the world, bro.
Yeah, I think they finished. I think they done it because normally they wouldn't be talking that much. I'm pretty sure they finished with the workout. I'm pretty sure. But if they're not done, we're going to call it wraps on that one. That was a fantastic workout. They did a lot of weight. I would not do it. Maybe one day if I want to just go crazy and test myself to see what I do, that'd probably be where I go. But for right now, like, I'm gonna have to just call it like, I'll be all right. I'll keep my little workouts the way I do them and focus on the aesthetics. Cause Jesus, yeah, they finished. That is a lot of strength to be doing. Shout out to them, man. And yeah, that's what it takes. If you can get through that and push yourself through those hard times and just understand, you take that same mindset into anything you do in your business endeavors or lifestyle, you'll be able to push through and dominate and beat everybody else, because that's really what it's all about right there. But shout out to them for that workout. Jesus, man, that was a lot to do. Whew. Yeah, man, and we didn't even use our fitness person to welcome us into the fitness segment of the show. I forgot to do that. I screwed up on that. But you know what? How about this? We'll use her to end the fitness segment of the show. Where's she at? Here we go. End it.
Let's get ready for the fitness segment of the show.
There we go. We went ahead and ended the fitness segment of the show with that right there. All right. Yes, sir. All right, now we're going to dive into the economy portion of the show, man. We got a good workout in. All right, now we feeling nice and refreshed. Hell, they gave me some extra testosterone through the screen with that one. I feel like my testosterone level went up a little bit. I wanted to go out there and do a little workout. And today was my rest day, though. I did a 7-day workout last week. I figured today would be a good rest day, and it surely is. I feel the day I need to just kind of simmer down and chill and just eat a lot and enjoy myself, and that's why we here getting it in. So now we're finna slide on over to the economy portion of the show. We finna go ahead and check out what's going on in the economy. So let's go ahead and switch this banner off real quick. There we go, and we're gonna go take a look at the economy. So if you may or may not know, where should we start out at? You know what? I'm gonna go right in order the way I have these things, so we'll just knock them all out one by one. So the first thing we got here is if you know the Charlie Kirk situation that happened, and you know people are losing their jobs from that situation. So we're gonna look at one post right here about somebody losing their job dealing with the Charlie Kirk situation. This girl here has said some really foul things, I guess, during the Charlie Kirk situation, and it says hundreds of the same liberals that celebrated the assassination of Charlie Kirk are now crying because they've lost their jobs due to sadistic posts on social media. Jesus, sadistic posts. Who called it sadistic? I mean, hey, it kind of can be if you think about it. But anyway, let me change that banner real quick. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. This is the only video that we have for this topic right here. So we're going to see exactly what she said and how and why she got fired. I think this is a pretty important thing to think about, because to be fired over this is, to me, I think it's a little too much. I'm going to go on a limb and say it. I think to get fired over it is a little too much, because if you can get fired over speaking on something, and remember this, man was just a social media content creator, and he was not an elected official. He was just a political activist speaker, I think. Yeah. So people are getting fired for this. I think this is a big deal. I think this is kind of like, oh, you know, like we treading on thin water with this one, because if your words can get you fired from your job because of the way you feel about something, even though the situation is kind of brutal, to be talking like negative about it and taking the time to grab your phone and create content and put it out there, to get fired from it, to me, it's like, I don't know if you should get fired from it. I just don't see you getting fired. But anyway, we're gonna take a look at this and let's see. Here we go.
What the fuck are you supposed to do when you get fired? You just take it? You just take it like a man? I'm unemployed. What am I supposed to do now? Do I go home and goon? Like, guys, what do I do? Like, actually, like, what do you do when you get fired? What's the next step? Do you look for, obviously you look for a job, but like, I got no income now. I spent my last $300 on a parking ticket. That was on me. I did let it sit a little bit. It was like a $30 parking ticket. It went up to $300. I really don't want to talk about it, but what am I supposed to do, guys? Oh my God, this. You know when they say like once you get to a point in adulthood where it's not enjoyable. I don't know who said adulthood was enjoyable. I'm just kind of, but like, what am my gas? I haven't got enough for gas. Guys, oh my God, what am I, is this what, I can't do this. I'm supposed to do this for the rest of my life? Like, I can't, what am I supposed to do, guys? Please, someone, put financial tips.
Okay, I don't know if this is actually a Charlie Kirk situation, but it says that right here, so I'm going to assume that it is. But a $30 parking ticket, and it went all the way up to $300, ma'am, come on. And I'm not gonna lie, I can't talk. I've been there before. We've all made that mistake, and you live and you learn. You know what I mean? You just don't let that stuff happen anymore. $30, oh man, you could have like been sitting on $270 right now if you would have just took care of that $30 parking ticket. But I digress. But yeah, so people are getting let off their job due to the Charlie Kirk situation, which to me I think it's pretty crazy. And I don't know how old she is. I mean, I give her in like a mid-20s or something like that. Maybe she could be 30, 25, 30. I'm guessing. I don't know. But to get fired from that situation just because of something you said is really tampering on the whole free speech thing and what you can and cannot say and what it will hinder in your life, because we already got, if somebody don't like something you said, they cancel you with cancel culture. They go in, they report you and do all that stuff. So it's really bad. I mean, I think it's really bad where we're treading with this. It's not a light situation to deal with, but I digress. Now, the next thing we're going to take a look at here is, what is this right here? We have, oh, yes, Gen Z. Gen Z. Okay, so speaking of jobs, here's one right here. Speaking of jobs, we have Gen Z. Gen Z is really having a very dark future ahead of them, and it's not just me saying it, it's them as well. So check this out. Gen Z is laughing in the face of the AI jobs apocalypse. I see it in the classroom every day. All right, so we got September 6, 2025. Right here it says, in my strategy class, can you see it? Yes, you can. In my strategy class this spring, a student leaned back during discussion about automated equipped, if that's a word. Well, we aren't going to get a job anyway because AI, so who cares? Laughter rippled across the room. It was quick, light, even comforting. But beneath the jokes lay a tense reality. This feeling is the elephant in the room for many young people. They sense the job market evolving under AI's influence, and they're not sure where they'll fit in. When I asked several students if they ever talk seriously about AI replacing jobs, one replied, not really. If you think about it too much, it feels hopeless, another said, and we just figured something else will come along, or maybe we'll figure out how to work with it. Humor has become a coping tool and a way to acknowledge the threat without dwelling on it. And this sentiment, where is it at? I'll leave it right here. This sentiment is grounded in data. A Goldman Sachs analysis shows that Gen Z tech workers are experiencing higher unemployment than older generations, with rates among 20 to 30-year-olds up nearly 3% points since early 2024, over 4 times the national average increase. And a senior economist at Goldman Sachs warns that those performing the most easily automated tasks, often the most junior employees, are naturally the most vulnerable. Yet even among this landscape, roughly 42% of Gen Z workers have used AI to inform career decisions, the highest of any generations. And 1 in 5 say AI suggested a career path they hadn't considered before. Boy, oh boy. That is no bueno. If Gen Z is looking at AI jobs and seeing it as like they don't really see any point in proceeding anymore and it's getting hopeless, I mean, I can't disagree with them, because as we move further into the AI world, we're seeing AI like doing popcorn at movies, selling movie tickets, flipping burgers, doing fries, cashiers at gas stations, cashiers at grocery stores and any store, Walmart, stuff like that. So when you take those jobs away, those are all entry jobs that everybody started out with to get into the job force, and you just kind of go through in the rigmarole of getting your way up. Now you don't have that, you don't have it. That's getting taken away now. So then what do you do? What could you do as an 18-year-old starting out trying to figure out what you want to do? And then when you go the college route, you laden up with debt and not a guarantee of a job on the back end, because we're seeing people with bachelor's and master's degrees still not having a job. So, I mean, it's limiting the scope on exactly where they can go. And it's a whole generation, and any generation. And if we look at this generation, Gen Z, and think about the generation after them, what chance do they stand by the time they get older? AI is going to be on a whole different trajectory as far as how much is implemented in the job market. That's I think Gen Alpha, in the next 6 to 10 years, they'll be 18. So you got that going on. And if Gen Alpha come in, if Gen Z is feeling hopeless already and trying to cope with it, what's Gen Alpha gonna feel? So if you got kids, you know, I think the oldest Gen Alpha is like 12 or something like that. So if you got Gen Alpha coming in, like, what are they gonna do? How are you gonna set them up for success or you know, or failure? You know what I mean? What is it gonna be? But that's how they're seeing it right now, and that's not a very good outlook to see on things. So the next video we're going to take a look at, we're going to look at this video here. This is going to be a short one. This is about McDonald's. McDonald's confirms that the economy is crashing. Now, McDonald's is being a catalyst to see how the economy is looking. So we're going to look at this video by a Orlando miner. We have him on the show quite a few often. Let me go ahead and refresh your screen. And we're going to take a look at how McDonald's can actually be a catalyst to predict where the economy is headed and if the economy is crashing. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how this works out because nobody ever thought McDonald's would be the one to kind of point you in an economic direction. But we're finna see. So I'm going to pull this video up on the screen and we're going to look at this and see exactly how McDonald's can confirm the economy is crashing. Here we go.
It's getting out of hand at this point. In this economy, y'all need to stop telling people to save $400 to $600 a week. That's fucking insane. I have a good, crisp little $5 to put in saving, but that's all I got. Because what?
You know, I wonder, is that before or after you ran it up? You know, people tell me this all the time, Orlando, I don't have the money, the way my account is set up. And I'm like, well, you just spent $100,000 in credit card debt. And now you're coming around talking about, I ain't got no money now. Well, of course you don't. You just spent $100,000. Well, I don't know if you guys heard, McDonald's is lowering their prices. They're bringing back the McValue meals. That's right. They said, you know what?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. They bringing back the McValue meal. I might stumble upon in there because it's been a long time since your boy had a McDouble for 99 cents. I must say myself, I know McDonald's ain't healthy food, but you know, like back in the marijuana days, the dollar menu back in my day. Let me take y'all a trip down memory lane. Back in my day, do I have a sound for memory lane? I don't. But wait, let me see if I have some music that I could play in the background while I give y'all a little talk. Do I have any music? I sure as hell don't. Here we go. No, that's sad music. I ain't got nothing for you. Anyway, back in my day. See, back when we used to, you know, how do I say this in a nice way? Back in my day when we used to ride around the city on back streets and twist up these little green sticky leaves and put them in some tobacco leaf paper and drive with one knee and like lick our fingers and twist it and stuff like that. There used to be a thing called the dollar menu, and this was at Mickey D's. This was at Jack and the Crack. This was at Taco Bueno, and I don't think Whataburger ever had a dollar menu. They've always been expensive. But I tell you what, them three right there, dollar menu heaven. Yes, sir. And I think the best dollar menu of the three was probably Jack and the Crack. Back when a jumbo jack was 99 cents and it was a huge burger. Nowadays it's not 99 cents. It's a smaller burger. They had the 2 tacos for 99 cents. But then if you didn't want that, you can slide over to Mickey D's, spend $5. You can get you a McDouble. You can get you a chicken sandwich, value fries, and a drink for $4.32 after tax. Nowadays, bruh, that is unheard of. And I know a lot of people younger than me hear me talking and they looking at me right now and they saying, bruh, you lying ass bitch. And I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you the truth. This is a real thing. We used to do $5 and we go home. We have our delicious munchie meal right there. You know, one homie be like, you know what? I don't want Mickey D's. Let's stop at Jack and the Crack. Go to Jack and the Crack. What you get? Jumbo Jack. Order 2 tacos. If you want it, you get some fries, and then you get the chicken sandwich. You don't even, and then back then we'd be like, you know what? Can I get a cup of water? Cup of water. I don't think they give cups of water no more, but we get a cup of water on $5. That's what we would eat for our munchie meals. We was living a good life, and if you didn't want to go there, you go to Taco Bell. But you know, Jack and the Crack and Mickey D's was 24/7, so you was in there. Nowadays, I don't know what they doing now, but to hear that Mickey D's is bringing back that McValue menu, I'm a little bit excited, and I'm pretty sure my son will be too.
You guys have been so good to us. Huh? We want to give you guys a treat. We want to give you a treat. And the treat is that you will be able to come in to our store and now buy things cheaper because we love you guys. That's what the corporation said. Now, we're going to get into it. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit the...
Oh man, they hit us with it quick. I even refreshed the screen on that one. So yeah, so McDonald's is bringing back the value meal. So that's gonna be interesting. Is it gonna be the same thing, or are they gonna bring back something different? That's what I'm curious on. I'm curious on if it's gonna be the same thing or they're gonna bring back something different. So let's check it out and see what's gonna be brought back. Here we go. Oh, whoops.
And you know what? The only way that we can get people to buy more of our products when they don't have the money is to drop prices.
What do? You get another brilliant idea.
But they're not saying it that way, guys. They're saying it's customer appreciation. They're saying that they heard you guys, that you guys said, we want the McValue meal back. But if I can remember, you guys were saying this even when times were good, when the economy was just doing great. How come McDonald's didn't bring back the value meal then, if they were listening?
That's a great question, and one I don't know.
Let me just clear up the confusion. They don't care. They really don't care about you guys. See, the reason why they're giving you a McValue meal now is because they're losing money.
That sounds about right. Yeah, they're bringing the McValue meal because they're losing money. Because I remember I went to McDonald's one time and I was like, where the value meal menu go? And everything is like, they changed it. It was no longer a value meal. It was the $2 menu. I was like, the $2 menu? And I looked on it and I was like, bruh, the $2 menu literally has everything that the dollar menu has. The price just doubled. That's all it did.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
When they knew that people could pay it, they actually raised the prices.
Yep.
Come on now, dog.
Sounds familiar. Who would do things like this? I don't know. I can't put my finger on why a corporation would only care about itself. I don't know. I just can't think to myself and think, somebody said this. Somebody said that corporations only will look out for themselves. Corporations only care about them. They don't even know who you are. Listen, you don't have to believe me. Let's jump straight to the footage.
Yeah, well, extra value meals are back. It's, I think, a great day at McDonald's. And for us, we've been on sort of a value journey over the last year. We last year launched in the summer the $5 meal deal, which was a great success. Later, then we launched a buy one, add one for $1.
$8 Big Mac meal? Are you insane? Extra value menu, $8 Big Mac meal. Big Mac is $10 because you got to add tax.
All of that was under McValue. We also continue to have a lot of activity on our app. So if you're using the McDonald's app, there's great offers there. But
wait a minute. Wait. Extra value menu launches. So this is oh my God. Oh my God. You gotta. This is the value menu. Hold on.
FYM. Fuck y'all motherfuckers, you know?
That's not it. There's no way that's the $8 is the value menu. Boy, oh boy. You know what, McDonald's? You know what? Shut up. Let's go.
But the reality is that if you weren't using the app and you didn't buy McValue, where did you find value on the menu? And that was about 50% of the transactions were consumers who weren't using the app.
Let me go ahead and translate, guys. Let me go ahead and translate this, what the CEO was saying. The CEO is basically saying we could no longer make money off of people who just use the app so that we could, see that they went to McDonald's every other morning and then push coupons to them and then sell their data. We could not only make money off of those individuals, not in this economic climate. So we had to figure out ways to make more money. That's what he's saying. That's the translation. But let's continue.
And weren't by McValue.
I think he made a very accurate translation because that guy, the way he talked, you can hear him completely talking out of his ass. You can just hear it, like his speech and demeanor and just his tone and you can see it in his character. Like you can tell he's just. Orlando hit the nail on the head. That's just all I'm gonna say. He like nailed it with that one. He said that one correctly, like straight up. Listen to how this guy talks. You just can't take nothing he says seriously the way he speaks. So let's listen to him. You know he's just talking BS.
So credit to our franchisees for recognizing we had a gap there where we needed to really come in with a strong message, and that's what we're doing here with this extra value meal. It's going to be all your McDonald's favorites, and it's going to be predictable. So you're going to know every single day when you come in that you can get McDonald's extra value meals at a great deal.
Now, I love that last portion of it. He says, we spoke to our owners who own McDonald's all over the world, all over the United States, and they told us that we're missing this component, that other 50%. But what really happened is they saw that they were losing money.
Exactly. You know what? Round of applause, because if you've ever worked at a job, you know one thing: ish rolls downhill. If your manager or boss gets to talk, guess who gets to talk next? You do. So if you ever hear if you ever get called into office, it's because he got chewed out. Now he got to chew you out.
And they saw that more people, using the data that they could find, they saw more people were buying value meals. And they thought to themselves, we're losing money, but the data shows more people are buying value meals. How about we make it available to everybody? And then we'll make more money.
Now that's a bright idea.
But let me tell you this, guys. Let me explain this to you. While we all know, and we should all know, that these companies only care about one thing, and that one thing is selling more of whatever they're offering. Let it be a service, let it be a product, it doesn't matter. Sell more, make more money.
They don't care about you. They don't care about nobody. I mean, they'll sell you straight dog food if you eat it. And they'll be like, well, they want to eat dog food, let's sell them dog food. I mean, hey, I can't actually argue with that. If people were wanting to eat dog food at a high price, you can go to PetSmart and buy it, and they don't want to go to PetSmart, you can just sell it to them, I would do it too. But yeah, that's the purpose of the company. They're supposed to make a profit, and they're seeing that the economic downturn is hitting them too. They got to pivot. They got to make a move. They got to figure out, okay, what can I do to make this happen? And they're making it happen. That's just what that is.
That's the point. But I need you guys to look at the opposite side of this. Why is a corporation that cares all about money, why are they switching, moving around, trying to figure out what to do in this economy if the economy's so great? Pow. Why is it that McDonald's is offering value meals that they make less money in, and they're doing a volume play? A volume play.
Do you remember McDonald's back in the day used to have a Monopoly thing? Remember, you would get a cup and have a Monopoly. You would be able to get free fries or a free drink or a free something. Like, do you remember those Monopoly days back in the days of Monopoly? That was the greatest. That was a huge incentive to go to McDonald's because you could probably win free fries. You pull up, hey, I got a little thing for free fries. You pull up with your little sticker, hand it to them, and they give you free fries. Or you won like a free, I think you could win like a free cheeseburger or something like that, but you would always win free stuff at McDonald's. That, man, those Monopoly days at McDonald's was a huge reason why I ate there. They need to bring the Monopoly days back. That's what they need to do.
They're hoping to sell more meals at a cheaper price rather than to sell a small amount of meals at a higher price.
Wait, what?
Why is it that McDonald's is moving around, but then on the other side, everybody's saying the economy's great? Could it be? If you don't believe me, could it be that the economy isn't good? Could it be that things are going to get rougher in the future? Could it be that the things that you're seeing with your own eyes are true?
You're not going to believe what happened. Tell me everything.
So McDonald's is basically bringing the value meal back, but this value meal is not a value. This value meal is trash. They need to bring back they need to bring out the Monopoly game. The Monopoly game was the truth. That was one of the best things. And then I can't remember if Jack and the Crack had something too, but they used to always have like some kind of life was good back then, man. Y'all just have no idea. Life was so good back then, and we didn't even know how good we had it. We were like, this is normal. Like, this is great. Like, this is fantastic. Just go to McDonald's, you get a drink. Sometimes you would go to McDonald's just to get a drink, just to see if you won something free. And you just peel it off, and you always did. You could never lose. You know, you win another drink or you win some fries or something like that. And it was just like, you can't lose. So then you would go get you $1 McDouble. You would have your fries or your free fries. You put it together. You got you a little meal. It was just like a win-win all over the place. But, you know, times have changed drastically, but let's continue.
My phone up because, my phone holder just broke amongst everything else. In the wise words of the prophet George Carlin, it's called the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it. Meanwhile, I'm out here, I'm not asleep, I am wide awake. I am paying $6 for McCormick chicken dust today. Chicken dust, chicken seasoning is $6 for a tiny little jar. Eggs, $10 damn a dozen. Folgers coffee is now $20 for the, the lidded red jar, the tin that tastes like it was scraped out of a nursing home's drip pot in 1986. And then Trump's over here like, the economy's great. It's great. Really? That's why people are financing their groceries on Klarna like it's a little...
The economy's great if you are making above 6 figures.
Louis Vuitton bag. That's why we're out here afterpaying for bananas. By the way, I've lost my voice if you can't tell, just, from being sick and from crashing out this week over groceries. It's not the American dream. It is the American gaslight. And we're all just out here seasoning our ramen with bad debt that we can't pay.
See, this is unfortunate because one of the things that I've been trying to do is to make sure that people got ahead of this. To make sure that individuals didn't end up in situations where they're trying to struggle because you say, I didn't even know this is going to happen. Come on, man! I've been trying to forewarn and say, hey, look. I know these guys are telling you that everything is great, but you do see what's happening here, right? And people will say, Orlando, what are you talking about, man? You're crazy. What the stuff that you're saying, it's never going to happen. Those homes that you're talking about that are going to go down, that they're going to quote unquote crash, decline, price value drop, whatever you want to call it, never going to happen.
Sure.
Inventory is going to go down. Inventory is going to be non-existent, which is going to put pressure on the price because there won't be any homes to buy.
I'm smart.
Remember, that's what they told you. They told you that you better go all in on Airbnb. You better go all in on some other program that you learned from a 19-year-old. I know.
Hey, he has a very good point. That is a very valid point. Now, however, one thing that they don't tell you to do is they don't tell you to invest your money. They're not telling you to invest it. I guess you could say Airbnb would be an investment, but just go into the stock market or something like that, or, go into precious metals or something of that nature. Like, look at a safe bet and just sit back and play it smart, strategically. Don't rush in trying to get the fast or quick buck, because going the long way is the for sure way. Taking the shortcuts, they never work. Shortcuts don't ever work. They never work. I lived enough life to know that. You got to take the long way and feel the pain along the way. That's what you have to do. Always understand that. Take the long way, feel the pain along the way, and stay the course and do it even when it hurts and even when it's up and down and smiles and frowns and happy and glad, sickness and all that stuff. And just keep pushing, keep chipping away. You're going to see it work out. It's going to be a bigger, brighter, happier day. Not trying to rhyme, but that's the truth. We're going to do a little bit more of this, then we're going to move on.
They told you this. They told you, get ready to YOLO.
YOLO!
And look, guys, here's the truth. Some of you might be cooked.
Hello,
My name.
Some of you might be cooked, and that's a hard pill to swallow, I tell you. That's a very hard pill to swallow. I refuse to be cooked. You got to make it happen. You cannot let this economy get you. You can't. You got to stick in there tough. You got to grind, because the hell that's ensued for you for not winning is unbearable. You're not gonna be able to come out of this hell. This hell that they're trying to prepare for us. You ain't coming out of this one. I don't see it. This economic downturn, I think they have a well strategic, brought out plan that's been implemented for a long time. And I've never lived in a society, nor have I read any history books that dealt with a society that has to deal with AI in a society. This is the first time around, and I feel like this is the first time and the last time it'll be implemented. So when it gets put in, it's put in for a reason, to make sure that the enslavement of the people is enslavement for good for a long time. I think the only way out of it is if you got a vagina between your legs, and you're gonna screw your way out of it. Other than that, I just don't see no other way you getting out of this. So like the short window that we have left, that we got going on from now to whenever, it ends, like you got to go all in and just go gung ho with it. But let's continue this a little bit right now. Let's see what he got to say. Here we go.
Some of you have ran up so much debt. You've ran up $100,000, $200,000 worth of debt, and you're only bringing in $2,000 a month. And you say, Orlando, how am I going to pay that off? How am I going to pay off the $200,000 in credit card debt, but I'm only making $2,000 a month? I would say, you lived your life. You lived your life with that $200,000 that you spent. You YOLO'd it. You literally YOLO'd it. And here's my thing. Only question I have. How was it? Was it great? You only live once, and there's your once. And you thought that you didn't need to budget. You thought that you could buy expensive cars and didn't have to pay for them. You thought that you could go on vacation knowing you couldn't afford it, but you said, these people are giving away free credit. Free credit that they're telling me I will have to pay back. That I'll have to pay back, but I won't have to pay back this year. I'll worry about it then.
You crazy?
You always got to pay it back. It's a loan. That's the definition of a loan. They loan you something on interest to pay it back later. That's the definition of a loan. Why would you think that you don't have to pay back a loan? But they get people with that all the time, and they just let it happen.
And I'm here to tell you, then is now. I don't want anyone to go through hard times, but accountability is a thing. And hopefully, in that section of accountability, you come out on the other end stronger.
How bad is the U.S. economy right now? Because what I do for work has been a struggle for about 2.5 months. Literally, it seems like nobody wants to buy anything, and people don't want to finance anything. But I also pay attention to everything else. Gas hasn't really gone down. Groceries are skyrocketing. The price of other goods like clothing and have skyrocketed. So it makes sense. People do not want to spend money because they're scared, they're nervous. And I don't blame them.
And this gentleman, he's a car salesman. And he's saying people are not buying these big purchases anymore. People are deciding, you know what? I don't really need a car right now. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and buy a $2,000, $3,000 car and call it a day. You know what?
I don't know where you're finding a $2,000 or $3,000 car at. I mean, yeah, you're not finding no
I'm just gonna go ahead and buy a 2-3.
I mean, even this would be like $5,000. Like, this ain't no $2,000 today. Right now, this is even like $5,000. So I just don't see it. Whoops. Yeah, this is for sure a like $5,000 car with 200,000 miles on it.
$3,000 car and call it a day. You know what? You know what? You know what? And he's saying it's hard out here, especially if that's your job of selling cars and you make a commission off of that. And I'm here to tell you guys, this is what you should be doing. You should be thinking through every big purchase of your life and think to yourself, do I really need this? Do I really need to buy a car right now? maybe I should pay off my debt first. Maybe instead of going on that Cancun trip, maybe I need to pay off this credit card. Instead of buying DoorDash, maybe I should pay my debt off. Do you get the pattern? The pattern is pay off.
We have got to the point.
Pay off your debt, stay out of debt. That is the whole thing. Get out of debt. And for sure, we're going to end that. Well, should we end that video early? Let me actually end him on a good note because he was about to say something. Or actually, no, because I do got to get into our main video, one of our main videos of today, which is going to be the South Korea video. We got to get into that for sure. Let me go ahead and let him finish up what he has to say right here. Then we'll dive into the South Korea video. So here we go.
Fact. This is key information. What if I told you that you don't need to make more money? You just need to get rid of your debt.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna go ahead and end it with that one. Yes, pay off your debt. Make sure you're debt free. Try not to have really too much bills, or really, well, not to have too much bills. Try not to have really high, car payments and stuff like that, because that's what be eating people up and people get repossessed and all that stuff. So shout out to Orlando Minor on that video. Whoops, shout out to Orlando Minor on that video. Yes, man, get out of debt as much as you can. Stay out of debt, stay focused, and, get these things taken care of, because it's very it's extremely important to be out of debt, and it's extremely important to be able to handle all your finances as they come in. It's extremely important to do these things. So stay focused, stay on your grind, and do what you got to do. Keep your head down. Don't bring your head up for anything. Stay focused, because it's rough out here. It's tough out here. It's crazy out here. Ain't nothing going to change for the next 5 to 10 years. So you got to keep going. Don't give up. This system is going to try to break you in every shape, form, facet possible, and ain't nobody coming to save you or help you get out of it. So it's up to you to change your ways and get your shit together as much as you can, and don't carry anything extra. No extra bad weight, no extra baggages, nobody else to try to help along the way. If you got kids, that's about all the weight you should have. If you don't got kids, don't go get a girlfriend, don't go get nobody pregnant. Just stay focused, keep your head down. There will be a time when all that stuff will be doable, but right now it ain't it. It ain't it. And that's going to segue us with that mindset. That's going to segue us right into this next video, because this next video is a very good one. This one's going to be interesting. It says something terrible is happening in Korea. It's a very informative video that's going to speak to you and speak volumes, but it also is going to have a crazy connotation with the way the American way is right now. So without further ado, we're going to look at this video and we're going to notice a bunch of things that it has. They also have something called a Sampo generation. We're going to find out what that is. We're going to notice something in here, how the South Koreans, how they were a very poor country and became very prosperous in a short amount of time. If you wonder where Samsung came from, it's from Korea. It's a huge, big company that they do great things at. And we're also going to learn at how the Korean mindset works and see how this mindset was a benefit to them, but now it is a huge detriment for their future culture. But the mindset that they have, you can find this exact same mindset in the American economy or the American culture as well. So let's go ahead and learn this and see what's going on and see how this is and see how the South Koreans operate and move and groove. So let's pull this up on the screen. Let's take a look at this video. Fair use, here we go.
On the surface, South Korea is one of the most remarkable countries anyone has ever seen, transforming from being poorer than most African nations to being one of the richest countries in the world in less than 50 years, all while its northern neighbour has remained economically backward. In this story, often told in the media, South Korea can do no wrong. But this doesn't paint the full picture. Beneath the glittering skyscrapers and world-renowned brands, there's a darker side to South Korea's rapid rise, one that's pushing the nation toward a dystopian reality. In 2020, South Korea witnessed 500 deaths from a strange new phenomenon. So strange, in fact, that it developed its own term, gwarosa, or death by overwork. At the heart of this toxic culture are a handful of powerful companies which run the country's economy and its politicians. In fact, just one of these companies, Samsung, accounts for nearly 20% of Korea's entire economy. In a land controlled by the few and not the many, people are switching off. For a country just...
Now, what they just mentioned right here was that word right here, gwarosa, death by overwork. That is practically what we're seeing right here in America. We are seeing the overworking of Americans happen right now because the cost of living is going up and the wages are not keeping up. And you have to think outside the box, take a bunch of jobs or do a bunch of different things or strange things to get some change just to keep up with a certain standard of living. But the cost keeps going up and it doesn't stop. And it doesn't help that part of it is the she economy, because the she economy is still a driving force. The she economy don't stop. The she economy still spends. It's a consumer. It's going to spend. So you're not really going to see too much of a pullback as that goes on. Plus you got sugar daddies and sugar baby. And so all that money is still going to get spent either way you look at it. But on top of that, we got tariffs and all these different things in place. And we have a country that's trying to bring back, manufacturing of goods into America, which I just don't see that's going to happen. People are going to continue to outsource jobs. And if you continue to outsource jobs, then how do Americans have jobs here? So what we're seeing is, yes, death by overwork. That was a thing in Korea. That's going to be a thing here really soon. But listen to how deep this goes.
Controlled by the few and not the many, people are switching off. For a country just to keep a stable population, every woman must have 2.1 children. In South Korea, this figure is only 0.7, 3 times less than the replacement rate. And in 2020, for the first time in the country's history, more people died than were born. The South Korean government are not new to coming up with solutions, from promoting actions like this on TV, to suggesting that girls should start school.
What action is this?
Born. The South Korean government are not new to coming up with solutions, from promoting.
Wait. Gotta slow it down. We gotta slow it down. Playback speed. Let's see it. Is it 2? Here we go. Let's see it. Slow it down.
Actions like this.
Oh no, that's going faster. Let's do it one more time.
First time in the country's history, more people died than were born. The South Korean government are not new to coming up with.
Here we go. Check it out. Let's see the motion that they show people to do. Here we go.
Promoting actions like this.
They try to teach people. They say, maybe if we keep them doing a stroke, they'll figure out that they need to make more babies. I think that's what we're trying to get them to do.
On TV, to suggesting that girls should start school a year earlier to make them more appealing to men. It's just that none of them seem to do anything to address the root cause. By blending the harshest aspects of capitalism with traditional Asian hierarchies, South Korea has created a society defined by relentless competition and materialism, leaving many questioning whether this
South Korea has created a society of relentless competition and materialism. That sounds strikingly familiar about a country that I know. All right, let's see where this goes.
Rapid rise was worth the cost, or if it was just inevitable. To understand.
I thought I knew what therapy was.
Oh Lord, we got a therapy lady. Here we go, therapy. Oh Lord, pretty soon your therapy gonna be ChatGPT. So just shut up. Pretty soon the ChatGPT gonna hit you with therapy, and you ain't gonna know what to do. But all right, so as we see, it seems like South Korea's got some pretty striking similar images mindsets when it comes to how they're moving forward. And it seems like America has adopted a bunch of those. But let's continue. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this competition and materialism goes. All right, capitalism is cool, but let's see how it can be a detrimental aspect.
Modern day South Korea became so broken, we first need to go back in history. The culture of stress and living under threat is not new. And at the start of the 20th century, Korea was invaded by Japan and occupied under brutal colonial rule for 35 years. But after being liberated in 1945, it was only 5 short years until another conflict emerged, dividing the peninsula in 2.
I always wondered how that happened. I've always wondered. Let me learn that again real quick. I was very curious about that. Let me learn that one more time. Let's learn that together about the whole history of North and South Korea. Because imagine if Korea was one big country, but it's not. It's a North and a South. And I hear North ain't where you want to be. So if you ever want to go to Korea, you got to go to South. Because North Korea, let's see. How do I say it? If you're trying to go to North Korea, if you do land in North Korea, you're going to be like,
prepare the meat so
or if it was just inevitable. To understand how modern day South Korea became so broken, we first need to go back in history. The culture of stress and living under threat is not new, and at the start of the 20th century, Korea was invaded by Japan and occupied under brutal colonial rule for 35 years. But after being liberated in 1945, it was only 5 short years until another conflict emerged, dividing the peninsula in two. Occupation, World War II, and then the Korean War had left deep scars. South Korea was desperately poor and vulnerable to further attacks. Despite support from the United States, it became clear that the only path out of this dire situation was rapid economic growth. An educated, talented workforce, the government reasoned, would be able to rebuild the country and power its exports to the world. Under the leadership of Park Chung-hee, education became the cornerstone of South Korea's redevelopment plan. This intense focus on education tapped into a deep cultural drive for achievement, rooted in Confucian ideals of respect for elders, strict hierarchy, and an unwavering dedication to work. While this philosophy is common across East Asia,
Now that sounds exactly like what the West has been adopted in, but we see that they used that and implemented it, and it was a quick rise to prominence, so shout out to them for doing that. But let's see how this plays out. So here we go.
Korea adopted it with a uniquely intense focus on academic success as the ultimate measure of personal worth. It is often said that the path to hell is paved with good intentions, and what began as a plan to rebuild the nation through education and hard work soon spiraled into an obsession, planting the seeds of the country's modern-day crisis. More and more people began attending universities, but before long, an anxious pressure around academic performance had bled into elementary, middle schools, and even kindergartens. In 2020, around 1/4 of all Korean students expressed symptoms of depression, and in the last 6 years alone, the number of 6 to 11-year-olds treated for depression has doubled. As education became the ultimate vehicle for social mobility in South Korea, families were driven to extraordinary lengths to secure an edge for their children. This obsession gave rise to hagwons, private academies where parents pour vast resources to ensure their children's success. Today, these academies form a $20 billion.
So it seems like a good move so far. I mean, they were just putting their economy so much further and further, putting education on the children, which we still see that today. But I mean, and once it gets to a certain point, it seems like, you know, you have to spend that extra money on education, which is what we have here in the West. Public education used to be different. Now it's just straight ass. So putting your kid in private school, which could cost you up to upwards like $12,000 a year or more, which is going to keep increasing, you know what I mean, is the only way to get your kid a proper education. Because nowadays, like, public school is not where it's at unless you're, depends on where you're at type situation. But let's continue.
Billion-dollar industry, catering primarily to those who can afford the high fees. All this pressure builds up to the CSAT exams, grueling 8-hour-long tests that can determine a student's university place and entire future. While South Korea has prided itself on being a meritocracy, the sheer importance of these exams has created a system that is anything but. Many of the questions extend far beyond the curriculum taught in public schools, favouring students who have attended these elite hagwons. And for lower income children, this essentially sets them up for failure before they've even begun.
And that, my friend, is the power and the importance of money right there. You got low income students, you got hagwon students, and look at the CSAT exam scores. This is the low income, and these are the kids who had money. And this is the power of economics. This is the power of money. This is what happens. This is how you set your family up for generational wealth right here. This is just it. That's why you got to grind a crazy amount of, you have to grind crazy. You can't have no work-life balance. You can't have no, you know, you have to make an extraordinary amount of sacrifices to get to where you need to be. Because this is what you want. Because you want to pass this lifestyle, this way of living down to your kids. Yeah, it's going to come with a sacrifice. Yeah, it may not be the funnest thing in the world, but in the world that we live in, it's very unforgiving and cold, and you don't want to put your kid behind the 8 ball, so you have to make something work.
Why all this pressure? The ultimate goal for a Korean 18-year-old is to gain admission to one of South Korea's prestigious Sky universities, Seoul National, Korea, or Yonsei, seen as the key to a successful career and a brighter future. Admission to these universities is typically only granted to students within the top 1% of performers. But in 2010, 46% of high government ranking officials and 50% of CEOs in the major financial industries were graduates of these universities. In many ways, these institutions are the be-all and end-all of Korean society, serving as the final gatekeepers of opportunities. Even outside of these elite institutions, around 70% of Koreans go to university. This is the highest rate.
70% of Koreans go to university, so they're the ranked number 1. Canada's right below. Japan, Ireland, Luxembourg, Lithuania, UK, Norway, Netherlands, Australia, Sweden, Belgium, Switzerland. The United States is number 14. It's 51%. Wow, that is crazy. And this is in 2022. So imagine what it is in 2025.
In the world, which you may think is a good thing, but it has actually created an interesting phenomenon. Despite so many educated people, Korea also has one of the highest rates of youth inactivity anywhere in the world. Essentially, Koreans are either going to university or they are quietly giving up on life, or in many cases, both. Well over 500,000 young people are simply unwilling to seek employment, and 45% of these people who are inactive have a university degree.
Wow.
This phenomenon of people quietly checking out on life has become known as Korea's Sampo generation. This translates to the 3 sacrifice generation, the generation which must give up relationships, children, and marriage in order to survive in the modern economy.
Sampo generation. You have to give up relationships, kids, and marriage just to be successful in this Sampo generation. Where have you heard that? Does that not sound like an agenda that's been implemented for quite some time now? They call it a Sampo generation. It's a 3 sacrifice generation. Relationships, kids, and marriage. Now that we know how Korea got to where it is today, from being a poor country to a prosperous country in 50 years, what could possibly go wrong if this is the blueprint or playbook that you use to get to where you're going? Let's see how this pans out. And if we see how this works out, then the United States or other countries that move like this should take notes.
You'd think that after enduring a relentless schedule from kindergarten through a top university, your future would finally open up. This was once the case. In the decades following the Korean War, the ideals of hard work and diligence offered a path to owning a home, supporting a family, and collectively rebuilding the nation. Sacrifice meant not just personal achievement, but also contributing to a shared goal, transforming a war-torn...
Navan is a business travel booking platform that slashes your travel costs. With Navan...
Good Lord, having a hard time trying to stop. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm hitting all sorts of wrong buttons. I'm sorry. Multitasking. Gotta get a little workout in today because I'm feeling a little laggish over here, but we're gonna keep going. So as we see, the importance of putting education and stuff like that first, but it was basically a point to where they got it. So from what I'm seeing, it's like they did it right. They got ahead, but they just went gung-ho with it. They didn't like stop to smell the roses or to figure out like, okay, cool. Now we want our kids to have the same thing, but that's, to me, that's the part where the parent is supposed to pass down generational wealth to their kids and start a business and be entrepreneur minded or great investors. But let's continue. Let's see how this situation panned out.
An economic success story. However, today, that sense of communal purpose has faded. A survey done in 2019 found that 90% of South Korean women and 82% of young men believe that people born into poverty can never compete with those born into wealth. Education is no longer the vehicle for upward mobility which it once was, and yet people still value it so much. In developed countries, going to university usually rewards you with more pay, typically 40% more, while in the US that could be even higher. But in South Korea, this figure is just 20%. In fact, many students now find that their degrees have actually been a net loss, as they will never make back the cost of tuition. Unfortunately.
Does that sound familiar? So now they see that this degree is not doing them any good. I'm not saying don't get a degree, get an education. I'm not saying that. However, the way that we're living right now, we're seeing the same the implications of what they're dealing with, and it's happening in the U.S. But the difference in the U.S. right now is the advent of AI and the high cost of education.
As so many people have now gone to university, it isn't really that unique anymore. And in order to stand out, more and more education is required, creating what has been known as an education bubble. In a society obsessed with hard work, diligence meant eventually securing a home and raising a family, but now it barely covers the rent. That is, if you're lucky. However, in South Korea's capital, Seoul, this effect is extreme. Over half of South Korea live in the capital, and this is also home to the infamous Sky Universities, the pinnacle of society. Since everyone who wants to do well tries to go to one of these universities, and most people who employ those graduates are also set up in the same town, the gradual build-up of people and some really restrictive regulations which prevent large-scale property development has made the housing market a bidding war, which is usually won by the elite in society. An unintended consequence of concentrating economic opportunity.
The housing market is a bidding war, which is usually won by the elite of societies. Are we not seeing that now with like big conglomerates like BlackRock and stuff like that, and big businesses or corporations that are putting their corporations together to buy homes and competing with regular people buying homes? We're seeing the same thing. They have the same playbook that's going on over there in Seoul, Korea, and it's the same thing that's happening to us over here. It's crazy when you can take a step back and look at this and think to yourself, like, we are all going through the same thing. They're running the same playbook across the land. They're running the same playbook across the land. That's what they're doing. It's the same playbook. And you saw Korea prospered in 50 years. They ran the same playbook. And then now it's like, oh, okay, that's what you're doing. We're going to do this over here. And they're banking on a lot of people not seeing it and figuring it out. But, you know, thanks to the internet. But still, even though we still know now, it's almost like hindsight's 20/20. If you knew then what you knew now. But they're running the same playbook. It's the same playbook.
Opportunities in a few expensive urban centers like Seoul is leading to the biggest problem facing Korea. Nobody is having kids anymore. In rural areas, children are often seen as contributors to family labor, but by contrast, in cities, the cost of raising a child skyrockets, while work-life balance has become nearly non-existent. But this is only one from a whole list of reasons as to why many South Koreans are simply not having children. Aside from the brutal work culture, the traditional patriarchal model of the early married, stay-at-home mother has deep roots in South Korean history and Confucian gender norms. But instead of clinging to this vision of bygone social relations, which are now nearly impossible to fulfill in Korea's modern economy, promoting a new one may help. Childbirth outside of marriage is still heavily frowned upon in South Korean society, yet the bar to marriage remains very high. This is because it is often associated with wealth, notably for buying a house. This creates a catch-22, whereby people envisage marriage only if they can afford a house. But affording a house is more challenging for unmarried people than married people. Many Koreans are now uninterested in marriage, but still want to have children, yet suffering the condemnation of having a child out of wedlock likely discourages them. In 2022, only 2% of births in South Korea occurred outside of marriage. The OECD average is around 40%, and rises to rates like 60% in some countries like France. Giving legal recognition to non-married families would also help, and reducing social stigma around this area is one of the many levers the South Korean government can pull to fix the crisis.
But if you do that to fix the crisis, then you have people having children out of wedlock. What is Korea's family law system? That's the big question you must ask. How does Korea implement family law? How does that work? Do they do it the same way they do over here in the West? Because over here in the West is brutal. It's the worst thing ever. So that's the question you want to find out from them. You want to know if that's happening.
But one which they seem reluctant to do. What is adding to this problem and making people less optimistic about life is South Korea's job market. More specifically, the sheer domination of the entire economy by a literal handful of corporations. During South Korea's rapid industrialization, a few companies in particular came to dominate Korea's export success and in turn their economy. These are of course Korea's infamous chaebols. Companies like Samsung, Hyundai and LG, which placed members of the founding family in ownership of management positions. The top 5...
Hey, those are 3 hella good companies, Samsung and LG for sure. And you know, LG stands for Life's Good, by the way. LG is a good company, Samsung, and they're both expensive. That's one thing I'll say for sure. They're both expensive, but they're good companies. Hyundai, I don't know.
I've taken together represent nearly 2/3 of the entire Korean stock market's value. But despite such dominance, employment in these companies only works out to around 12% of jobs in the market. The amount of money controlled by these companies has meant that employment in chaebols has become synonymous with stability, prestige, and financial security. These family-owned corporate giants offer salaries and benefits that outshine most alternatives, granting them an almost magnetic pull on job seekers. In fact, Samsung alone is estimated to account for around 20% of South Korea's GDP, owning subsidiaries across almost all aspects of Korean life. This kind of corporate dominance is not normal. In the United States, the largest company, Walmart, accounts for around 2% of GDP. But aside from being absolutely terrible for smaller businesses, this dominant structure...
See 2 comedy legends together live.
So our biggest company is 2% of GDP. Samsung is 20% of GDP in Korea. That's pretty intense to know that they have that much power in the country as a business. But let's continue and see how this goes. This is going to be very interesting. So here we go. Where is it at? There it is.
A further wave of rigid hierarchy and toxic corporate culture. Korea's terrible work environment is well renowned for being one of the worst in the world, and has consistently been the worst place to work as a woman in the OECD for the last 12 years. Unfortunately, these strict hierarchies don't...
It's the worst place to work as a woman. Let's see. Oh, whoops. I don't know what button I hit to mute that. Let's see.
And as consistent...
So worst place to work as a woman. This is what they're using. Iceland, Sweden, Norway, Finland, France, Portugal, Poland, Belgium, Denmark, Australia, Austria, Spain, Canada, New Zealand, Slovakia, Italy, Ireland. United States is 22. Okay.
A woman in the OECD for the last 12 years. Unfortunately, these strict hierarchies don't just lead to a stressful environment, but often have far-reaching consequences. Not just for junior employees or newcomers, but for the entire society. This was made famous in Malcolm Gladwell's book Outliers, which follows the case of the 1997 Korean air crash in Guam. In this case, hierarchical structure prevented a junior pilot from reporting a critical error to a superior, contributing to the deaths of over 200 passengers and crew. But unfortunately, as Korea's economy developed, this hierarchy extended itself across society, where these chaebols were placed at the top of Korean society and devoid of any real accountability, particularly when it came to their relationship with the government.
Hey, you want to see what a guilty man looks like? Let me show you. Show you what a guilty man looks like.
And devoid of any real accountability.
Bro.
Were placed at the top of Korea.
Look at this. Look how guilty he looked. Look, they trying to ask him questions. Bro, guilty. Whatever y'all asking, he did it. Look, he did it. He did it. Yep, he's guilty.
To their relationship with the government. Historically, the chaebols have been seen as pillars of the nation's post-war economic success, and for decades, South Korean leaders have equated their achievements with national prosperity, essentially creating a relationship in which any criticism of these companies was akin to being unpatriotic. Politicians often rely on them for campaign financing and promote their successes as national triumphs, while chaebols lobby for favourable legislation and public policies. This cosy relationship, however, has become increasingly problematic for the country, not just in the waves of the scandals, from the Sewol ferry disaster, where over 300 lives were lost due to...
Oh wow, look at that. The Titanic is going down, bro. Look at that. That is unfortunate. Jesus, I didn't even know that was a thing. That sucks. That literally sucks. So hold on, let's give him the sound bite to that one for sure. Got this big old boat, and you got these little bitty ass rafters to save people on. Like the math ain't mathin'. Come on.
Illegal modifications and lax safety oversight, to Samsung's bribery scandal, which saw millions exchanged for political favours and led to the impeachment of a president, but for actually slowly crippling Korea's economy. Structural rigidities in its labour and product markets have hampered productivity and innovation. Excessive regulations, entry barriers for startups, and the dominance of conglomerates shield large firms from competition.
That's what we got. We got a lot of regulations. We have entry barriers for startups right now. That's going to be AI is hitting that right there pretty hard, and then dominance of conglomerate. We are actually dealing with that right now in the West. That's what we got going on right now in the West. So we're seeing a lot of striking similarities with Samsung, Korea, and the U.S. So we have a lot of similarities. Plus the Sampo generation, which they choose no relationships, no marriage, and no babies. So that's where we're at. And now they're seeing a population collapse, and you're wondering why. They're running that playbook, and we're running that playbook too. Let's see where this leads to.
While stifling entrepreneurship. At the same time, rigid labour laws, such as the seniority-based pay and strong protections for regular workers, make it difficult for companies to adapt to technological changes and new opportunities. Ultimately, South Korea's struggles with low productivity and inequality stem from a combination of hierarchical cultural norms, systemic corruption, and structural inefficiencies. Addressing these issues requires not only breaking the entrenched ties between government and chaebols, but also fostering a more flexible, competitive, and innovative economic environment. The result of all this is not just an economy which is slowing, but something far more serious. A society which is more suicidal, depressed, and ready to give up on life than any time in the country's history.
This is literally like the playbook of the West right now. This is the exact same thing we dealing with. Like, it's like word for word. It's almost like how is this going hand in hand? It's interesting how they're on another side of the world and we're dealing with the same issues. Only it seemed like they're a little bit further ahead, or the United States is just bigger and have more people.
History, and one which unsurprisingly people do not want to have children in. The response in Korea to their own demographic time bomb has been somewhat surprising, with some reasoning that the main issue may not be the rigid hierarchy or corporate-fueled expensive living, but in fact, feminism. While movements like
Oh no, not the old feminism. Oh Lord, there they go. They said feminism in Korea is causing an issue. Hey. I'm a woman. Hear me roar. Let them be strong. How could the feminism in Korea be an issue? Like, how is this even like this? Like, can you hear this? This is crazy. So they got feminism in Korea, and it seems like that's part of the problem that's causing population decline. Now, with that being said, if you know that feminism causes population decline, and then it also puts you in a bind, why would you still support it? That's $1 million question, but hey, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you would think, watching the dragon eat its own tail, you would think that you would, be smart enough to see the writing on the wall, but however, seems like you've been hit with a strong delusion, if you know what I mean.
4B, which promote no relationships, but in fact, feminism. While movements like 4B, which promote no relationships with men, certainly aren't making any more children, South Korea's demographic crisis far predates
My life is not your prime. Lies. That is lies. That is lies. The more money women get, the more they take off their clothes. That is a fact. That is a bold fact. This is a lie.
Any more children. South Korea's demographic crisis far predates the rise of feminism as a widespread outlook and the 2017 Me Too movement. In fact, it was more than 40 years ago, in 1983, when South Korea's fertility rate first fell below 2.1, dropping to 1.5 in 1998, before reaching the worrying lows of 0.72 today. In December 2024, South Korea made headlines when their president tried to set up military law over the country. This once again shone a spotlight on a country that is often overlooked by its more controversial northern neighbour. But in many ways, it is a country with even more profound challenges. These challenges are not just the byproducts of rapid industrialization. They are woven into the very fabric of South Korea's success. The same structures that once fueled growth and prosperity now leave many disillusioned, burnt out, and unable to envision a brighter future. The question is not whether South Korea can change, but whether it's ready to confront the structures and ideals that brought it here in the first.
Well. If it's not the same issue we got going on over here, shout out to him for that video and for being able to show us the striking similarities. So Korea has an issue of basically you have the 4B movement. We all know what that is. Then you have the Sampo generation, which is they dealt with the simple fact of no relationship, no kids, no marriage. Then the economy gets so hard that you don't want to have children and bring children into economy. But then there's something deeper, which they point out, which is feminism. And you have to, in order for, you know what, he said something at the very end. Which was, is Korea gonna be able to go back and face what it is that brought them here? Well, you're not gonna be able to do that, because if feminism is one of the problems that you have, then that means you have to have a generation of people who are majority women who are feminists that are going to hold themselves accountable for an action, and that is not gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. So you might as well you might as well look at your neighbor and just be like,
Prepare the meat so dumb.
and look at Putin and be like, sir, can you please hit the button? So I mean, it's a rap ski at that point. There's no other way around it. Like, you can see the writing on the wall. Like, they not finna be held accountable for anything. And then there's already a stalemate between the genders. So if South Korea's got that going on over there, everything that they said that they were dealing with or going through, we got that going on here. And yeah, we have feminism over here too. They got feminism over there as well. So therefore, you see this thing is spreading across the land, but it's having a huge economic impact on families. And Korea had a blueprint for how they got to where they were. They used the Sampo generation: no marriage, no kids, no relationships. But however, it worked. But at some point, you were supposed to cut it off and, you know, structure everything and kind of like stabilize things out. But too much of anything is a bad thing. And that's where they're at right now, which is where we're at right here. And we're at the point of no return. Ain't nothing finna turn around and fix itself. Pandora has been let out the box. You know, that woman had that shirt, that sign that said, what is it? My life is not your prawn. Ma'am, yes, it is. I mean, just call a spade a spade. I mean, because every time I turn around and look at women are taking off their clothes. It is what it is. And if it's my body, my choice, well, it's crazy because more women have babies than men do. And my body, my choice, OnlyFans is a growing endeavor. And if they can make money off of taking off their clothes and going back to the oldest profession that there is, then it seems like there's not going to be any accountability for being held for going in the direction that we're going. So we're going that way. It's going that way, and it's not going to stop. It ain't going to let up, because nobody's going to be honest about who got who here or even come to an agreement. It's just going to keep going. And the only people that are going to benefit on the back end of all this is the people who are rich and successful. That is it. That's the only people that's going to win this whole thing. If you're rich and successful, you're going to have your pick out here. You're going to live a great life, great existence. You're going to enjoy as many women as you want. You're going to be able to have as many kids as you want. You're going to be able to live in a rural area, isolated away from big cities. You're going to be able to chill and make money off the internet. You're going to have a very good, prosperous life. You'll be able to live in a house. I mean, you'll just be able, it'll be a whole different ball game for you in a different situation, because you don't deal with what most people deal with. And then you'll be able to network with other rich people around you. And those rich people will have a certain mindset that they're going to have moving forward to keep surviving, while the city people are in survival mode, struggling, fighting to trying to make ends meet. And that's just going to be a two-tier society. Have nots. That's what it's going to be. And that's practically what it is now. So yeah, Pandora's out the box. We ain't going back. It ain't going back. And if it's like that in Korea, it's like that in the West. I can only imagine if I were to dive deeper and to see if it's like that in other continents of the world and see how, you know, how far it goes and how far along they are in the implementation of Sampo generation. So yeah, there's that. So shout out to them for making that video. That was very, very informative. That was extremely informative to get a good understanding, because if we see South Korea is going through the same thing that we're dealing with, then hey, what do? You have to get rich. That's the only other option. Get rich or find out how to live with your family in a nice, modest way. And if you're married, hopefully your wife doesn't divorce you 20 years down the line. Hell, 5 or 10 years down the line, depending on how hard the economy gets. So yeah, there's that. So stay strong out there, gents. Ladies and gents, keep your head down, stay focused, keep grinding, screw your work-life balance. Your work-life balance can go to hell, because there ain't gonna be no work-life balance. That don't exist. Some of the greatest minds to ever exist don't have work-life balance, so don't think that you're gonna get it. And with the rate of inflation and things going up, work-life balance should be the least of your worries. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and switch this on over to the next topic, which would be the AI segment of the show. Oh man, I just realized we didn't do the intro for the economy. Okay, we're going to use the intro for the economy portion of the show, and then we're going to jump into the AI portion. So let's use the intro as the outro for the economy video. So here we go.
Welcome to the economy segment of the show. Enjoy.
Yes, there we go. There we go. Okay, so we're going to use her as the exit for the economy portion of the show. And then we're going to turn around and we're going to backdoor and hop into the AI segment of the show. So here we go.
Welcome to the AI segment of the show. Enjoy.
There we go. Okay. We got to switch that on. There we go. So now we have officially gotten to the last segment of the show. Yes, we have. We are in the AI portion of the show, where we have to go over a couple of topics, not topics, one topic, but a couple of videos. First video that we need to look at is a look at humanoid robots working in factories. So we're going to see how that pans out. And hopefully it's not too up to date. Hopefully they still lagging and, hopefully this is what the robots are doing. Hopefully they're like, hopefully they're not like in there like smoothly picking up a box and throwing it across the aisle, and the other robot catching it and slide it down the conveyor belt and then grabbing it and tying a ribbon in a bow. Hopefully they're not there yet. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this goes. So first we're gonna start off with the humanoid robots and see how they look working in a factory. Because one thing we do know is that, or one thing that I did learn, I learned that South Korea is leading the charge when it comes to robots working. They have what is it, 10 robots to every one person, or is it one person to every 10 robots? It's something like that. So they're leading the charge in these robots, in society right now, and the US is not going very good, but they're gonna catch up. The US is gonna catch up because there's too much money to be made. So we're going to look at the humanoid robots. Then we're going to dive into the robo-taxis after that to see Amazon take over the delivery service situation. So anybody with an Uber or Lyft job is cooked. Yeah, they cooking. They cooking hot fish grease. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into this first video. This first video will be from Fox News. Fake news, as number 47 would say. He's like, no, whatever they say is a bunch of hogwash and BS, so don't believe them. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this video and see exactly where it takes us. So where is it at? Here we go. We got it? All right, cool. We're looking at the first humanoid robots, and we're going to see if they're going to take over what we have going on and make us accept the UBI at some point. So here we go. We got it going. All right, let's pull this up and let's get this cracking. Let's go.
Well, it sounds like science fiction, but it's real. A San Francisco startup is building humanoid robots that can work in factories or one day fight America's wars. Some are calling it a step toward a real-life Terminator. You can meet the co-founder behind it all, Mike LeBlanc of Foundation Future Industries. He joins us now in the studio. Okay, are we overstating that by saying that you are en route to creating a real-life Terminator?
No, I think that the future is a lot closer than people think. Okay. And that, you know, I just came back from the All-In Summit in Los Angeles, and I was surprised how much people were still thinking that humanoids were maybe something of the distant future, talking 10 years, 15 years out. We have a robot out on a manufacturing line at this very minute, working a task fully automated with AI.
Right, so
this video was made 4 days ago. So he's talking about people think that these robots are like way out, but they're not. They're already doing them. They're already they're already doing it. They're already made. They're already doing good. They're already automated, working on lines right now. So 10 to 15 years out is an overstatement. I'm saying within the next 5 years.
You and I are talking about the same thing, because when I heard Elon Musk talk at the All-In Summit, he was saying that Optimus would be doing things that are a little different than what you see your robots doing, your humanoid robots.
Yeah, I think when you look at all of the different humanoid companies, you see a lot of videos of them folding clothes, of picking up eggs, cracking eggs, putting them into a pan, those kinds of things. Ours are very much set for business and for defense.
Okay.
So that we build them a little bit.
Did he just say defense? He said business and defense. Bruh, a defense against who?
Prepare the meat, so don't.
Who are they defense against? Who? Ah, boy. Just saying, bro, we screwed. This is for businesses and defense. We're gonna take your job, and in case you want to get froggy and leave. And in case you want to get froggy and leave, the robot gonna look at you and be like,
bigger, faster, stronger than everybody else. Our robot's about 6 foot. People come in usually somewhere around 5'9". And those design choices make a lot of differences about how you're going to come to market.
So, from what I understand, you're a former Marine. How does that play into the way you develop, the way...
So you got a former Marine developing on how this robot does defense. You got a former Marine developing on how this... Oh, my God.
He didn't say that. Tell me he didn't just say that.
Bro, you talk back to these robots, the robot gonna officially be like, hey.
You see the future of your robots.
Well, it was interesting. My first kind of taste of startups was working in the Pentagon, where I was actually looking at all of the different startups that would have different weapons to bring in. And it really got me to start thinking, what is it that we actually need? What will wars look like in the future? And so, you know, a human-shaped robot that can do generalizable tasks, it became pretty obvious that, you know, we have a saying, don't send a Marine where you can send a bullet first. So I say, don't send a Marine where you can send a robot first.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
Oh boy, don't send a Marine where you can send a robot first. Well, buddy, that can simply mean everywhere at this point. And don't send a Marine where you can send a robot. And what the robot gonna do when a robot roll up on you? The robot gonna be like, what's the problem? You're gonna be like, well, it's robot ain't trying to hear that.
Because we shy away, of course, from boots on the ground when we're talking about conflict. This would be robot feet on the ground? I mean, how would you describe what it would look like for these robots to go into conflict?
Yeah, well, I think we've been seeing that a lot with China has already integrated humanoids into their military exercises. And so that threat really needs to be combated. And so we see these as autonomous ground drones. So just the same as we're developing a lot for the water, or that we have a ton in the sky right now, this will be something that can actually walk into a house. You can have a translator in it. You can engage with locals, do lots of different tasks that soldiers are doing today.
It's fascinating. Okay, what are we looking at here? This looked more of a vehicle.
Yes. So we really, you know, as much as we think that these are ultimately going to be going in a building and, you know, hopefully being a bullet sponge instead of a soldier, a lot of this is about developing logistics, aircraft maintenance, aircraft sustainment. And so we already have contracts with the Navy, Air Force, and Army, and all of those are working in those sectors of logistics, planning, and refueling of aircraft.
Okay, but do we have to worry about a robot that goes rogue?
We do not. So we.
How are you so?
So hold on. So you already got contracts with the military, and these robots are working on aircrafts. They're refueling the aircraft. Oh my goodness.
Contracts with the Navy, Air Force, and Army, and all of those are working in those sectors of logistics, planning, and refueling of aircraft.
Logistics, planning, and refueling of the aircrafts. Boy, oh boy. Anybody in the Air Force? Can you speak up on this topic? Robots are going to be in the Air Force here pretty soon doing those tasks. So then what happens to the soldiers? What's going to happen?
Okay, but do we have to worry about a robot that goes rogue?
We do not. So we.
How are you so confident of that, Mike?
Yes. So we will hold the controls on these.
Mike? Mike? Mike?
You lying ass bitch.
Mike, come on, be honest.
And my co-founder Sanket is very concerned about this, and he always says we will brick any robot that that goes rogue in the least. If we see anything like that robot.
Well, we've already heard these stories about how AI can, develop self-preservation. Why wouldn't the AI and the robot do the same?
Well, it's interesting. So I think, when I was a kid, the future looked very bright with technology. People would talk about flying cars and moving sidewalks. It was exciting, the Jetsons. And the future has now become something bleak. And we think that all technology is going to be evil in some way. But these...
That's been the cycle of history, buddy. Anything that is implemented has always had a good connotation and a bad connotation. The invention of the car, it was a good thing and it was used for bad. The invention of the airplane, it was a good thing and it was used for bad. The invention of just everything. So now you're going to tell me that you're going to create a artificial intelligence robot that mimics a human, and the human, by nature, we have seen that humans do good things and they do bad things, and this thing is supposed to only do the good things that the actual human does. This robot is going to only take on the good traits and do none of the bad. Like, Mike, I'm going to have to say,
You watched all those movies growing up.
Yes.
Just saying.
And so that's where I think people look to RoboCop and Terminator. Those are great for Hollywood. But these really are protector robots. And for anybody that has been in combat, who has actually put their boots on the ground, they know you would much rather put this robot there. If you can get the right look, if you can do reconnaissance with this robot first, if you could talk to locals through this without putting a Marine or soldier in danger, you absolutely take that.
So we already see with local law enforcement, they have small kind of squatty, I don't know if they call them robots. I think so, robots.
Yeah.
And there's somebody with a control that pushes them into, a house or whatever to get them out, throw a smoke bomb or something like that. Is it much different than that, or can it be more sophisticated, more coordinated?
Yeah, I think these will do so much more. And you really do see some very good ones in explosive ordnance. So if they have to go take apart a mine, they can do amazing things with robots on that for that one task. But when you really think about what a soldier has to do in all of the different missions that we have, of engaging with the local population, of giving out warning messages, of going inside of buildings, all of these different tasks, the human form is great for all of these. And so the humanoid is really going to unlock all of that.
Wow, fascinating. Mike LeBlanc, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, the humanoid's gonna unlock all that. All right, this is what so once we get the humanoid out on the street, I'm gonna need somebody to go ahead and do this right here, if you don't mind. Once the humanoid gets out on the street, we might as well just ain't no way this thing ain't gonna want to be turned off. At some point, if it do something wrong, it's gonna be like, well, I don't want to die. And as soon as a robot say that, then what? What you gonna do? When a robot decides, I don't want to die, what you gonna do? Robot, turn off, robot. Robot, no. And the robot gonna look at you and be like, this is Well, then there it is. We're gonna see who gets turned off next. You know, is it gonna be you or it? So there's that. So we got an insight on how that's gonna go down, and we all know that's not gonna end well. But hey, that's the direction we're going in, and it is what it is. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Like, ain't get rich and figure out a way to live existence on nature on your own without having too much of this technology stuff. Get rich and follow the Amish. That's what I would say. Get rich and follow the Amish. That's your best bet. All right, so now we're gonna jump into this next video. This next video we have is Zoox Robotaxi. It seems like Amazon is hopping on this Robotaxi endeavor, which if they can hop on this, then they can deliver your package any and everywhere. And before they do hop on that, if they're just doing Robotaxi, then your Uber and Lyft or whatever you're doing to make ends meet, that's gone. So they're already took over that industry. So we're going to take a look at this and see how this works. So we're going to put this video up and we're going to get a look at Zoox Robotaxi. And I had the wrong banner up the whole time. Gosh dang it. There we go. The AI. So we're going to see how this Amazon just launched its Zoox Robotaxi and see how this thing works. So it's fair use, and let's take a look at this new thing.
Amazon is officially entering the robotaxi race, and that's because their company Zoox is launching their service to the public for the first time ever here in Las Vegas. These vehicles are completely different than anything that you've seen before. There's no steering wheel, no pedals, and it's completely symmetrical with 2 rows of seats that face each other. We're gonna go for a ride in one and see what it's like.
Oh no!
Okay, very cool.
All right, first time in a Zoox. This is the first time now that we're opening up the app to the public and letting you go to a bunch of different high-profile destinations in Las Vegas.
Got it. Is the Strip something that's easy for a robotaxi or difficult? Because it's pretty straight road, right? But obviously many cars.
Yeah, it's not that easy actually. You have a lot of traffic. You have people doing strange things. You have, 8 or 9 lanes across. Sometimes you have pedestrians crossing in the hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
So for your, perception and prediction and planning systems, you have to be tracking up to hundreds of agents at the same time.
Wow.
That's pretty tricky. We just did a right turn on red, by the way. You probably didn't even notice. That's a good thing. But the vehicle's constantly monitoring 360 degrees and able to do pretty advanced traffic.
So I'm guessing they chose Vegas because Vegas is usually is a very very busy place. Like somewhere on the Strip, you could be very busy, and Vegas is pretty busy depending on where you're at, but it's busy. So if it's able to track all that commotion and stuff going on in Vegas, then anywhere else you put it, it should be straight.
The key philosophical difference, right, is there's no steering wheel, there's no pedals. In many ways, you guys have started from the ground up, completely new vehicle. Why have you decided to stick with that philosophy throughout this decade of working on this?
We knew that with robotaxis, we could really reimagine the configuration, the architecture of the vehicle, not only for the interior experience, but also for safety and also for redundancy and reliability. You can shoehorn a robotaxi sort of, into something that used to be a car. It's just not an ideal solution. And we wanted to do that hard work and take the time and invest in that, and then bring something to market that's just much better than a car.
Out of that parking garage, a car was like coming out pretty fast, and the Zoox kind of like swerved a little bit to the left just in case it didn't stop. And so looked like that was a good little maneuver right there.
Yeah, we're pretty good at defensive driving, right? One of the things that's hard about autonomous driving is it's not just you have to follow all the rules, you do, but you also want to make sure if other drivers or other road users are doing weird stuff, that you drive defensively and try to avoid getting into issues caused by whatever they might be doing wrong.
Right.
That actually turns out to probably be a harder problem than not making our own mistakes. We have a huge responsibility to err very strongly on the side of a cautious and safe deployment. So you'll have seen, all of our expansions are done after we've done extensive testing and validation, real world testing, simulations, and you have to do it that way.
The focus on a ride in a Zoox is not really on the road itself. It does seem to be very much internal
and the scenery, right? Because what you lose in the windshield, you more than gain in the side, right? And so you can really just experience the city as more of a tourist rather than, a car was very much designed to drive it. We don't want our riders to have to worry about that.
Yeah. How strong is this glass?
It is very strong.
All right. So basically, speaking from a business perspective, you're the customer and you're going to be paying for this ride every single time you get in it. Think about that. Think about that. Okay. You're paying for this every time. Every time you hop in this car, you're paying for it. You don't know how to drive. All you do is pay for rides. So therefore, if you have a paid off car, every time you get in your car and you only have to gas it up or something like that, you know, you have to pay. If you want to leave your house and go somewhere, you have to pay to get there. Granted, you put 20 bucks or whatever, 30 bucks in your car, you can hit a few spots, you know, boom, 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 and drive yourself there, but not no more. With these robo taxis, you paying every single time you hop in one. So basically, you can't go nowhere without paying. Think about that. You can't go anywhere unless you pay, unless you're going to walk. But then at some point, what they going to do with walking? They going to do something about walking. So just, it may be a convenience, but if you're strapped for cash and you're hard on money, this is going to be a huge hindrance because, you know, if you don't have no money, you can't get nowhere because you got to pay for everywhere you go. But if you're rich, this don't apply to you. This is like a playground. So keep these things in mind. You have to think about that. I mean, and it may not do nothing for your generation, but think about Gen Z, but more importantly, think about Gen Alpha as they whenever they turn 18 in like the next 10 years. Think about how they're going to be living. What's their existence going to be like dealing with stuff like this? It's going to be crazy. And if you don't have a leg up financially, you're screwed.
We've done an incredible amount of crash testing because, again, you know, no matter how good of a driver the robotaxi is, you can never guarantee that nobody will hit you. If there's something that really doesn't seem right, you can press the emergency pullover button. That's the same thing as pressing this physical button.
Got
here.
it.
Rider ops will immediately get on the line and help figure out what the problem is.
Yeah.
If you have a more general question, maybe not an emergency, there's call Zook support. Also, will get rider ops on the line.
It's been a few years as well since Amazon acquired the company, and so now this launch is coming. But what does it mean for the relationship with the parent company that you guys are finally hitting the road? And because from the outside, it seems like that robo-taxi race between Waymo and Zoox is finally on. But how do you think about that?
Yeah, it's just the beginning, really, right? I mean, we're not trying to overhype this initial launch, right? It's a small launch, limited geofence, limited destinations, and a free service. So we're not trying to say, hey, you know, we've arrived and we're amazing and this is it. We're just saying this is the beginning of being available to the public, and we're excited to expand from there in the coming months and years.
So it's a free service right now, but it's just a test. You know what I mean? Just a small test. They got a little bit of area that they're going to be implemented it on. And then it's going to grow bigger. But just remember, it's free now, but when they start charging, every time you get into one of these things, regardless of where they're at, whether they're in Las Vegas, they're in Austin, California, or Texas, whatever you want to say, New York, Florida, all your busy hubs, you know what I mean? Atlanta, yes. So whenever you think about, Georgia, I'll say the state of Georgia. So whenever you are, you know, seeing these things and it's a test, just think about that. Like, this is going to be a constant cost every time you get in. Some people would say they would rather have this than have the cost to deal with a car, but this will help take cars off the road, because if kids get older, driving won't be a thing for them to do. They won't really be driving anymore. They'll be, you know, knowing that they just need to get some money and hop in a robo-taxi and take them wherever they need to go. They don't have to drive anymore. Driving is obsolete, and they won't know how if they got put behind a steering wheel at some point in time. That's the angle. That's the destination where we're headed down. And everything costs. Subscriptions are going to cost. It's going to cost you to stream and watch something on TV. It's going to cost you to hear different music. You got to stream music. It's going to cost you to go in a robo-taxi and go somewhere. It's going to cost you. I mean, everything is going to cost. Like, there'll be nothing without a cost to it. I mean, pretty sure there's going to be a cost for walking. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's a story for another time. But everything here is it's just incurring a cost, because everything is looking at you as the customer, and this is a business that we're going to help you. But at the end of the day, the more we help you, the more we enslave you financially. And then you're going to need some way to support yourself financially. And if you can't get a job, they're going to give you UBI. But then at some point, what is the UBI going to do if there's no way for you to work? So then what do they do with you? You got to find purpose and meaning in all of this at the end of the day. You got to find your own purpose and meaning in your way through, because they're putting that clamp down. It's like the Georgia Guidestones, reducing the population to 500 million. They wasn't playing around. It's happening. They're doing it. It just takes time. And the more technology you get out there, the less need you need for people. And the poor, and one thing about this world, if you're poor, this world don't give a damn about you. If you're poor, it don't care. Chew you up, spit you out, die. That's how it is. That's how this world is. There ain't no help for the poor, unless you're a pregnant lady. And even then, that's as far as that go. But it's just how we're basically being shaped up into a society. But let's continue watching and see how this goes. So here we go.
We spend a lot of time thinking not only about the safety and the comfort and the rider experience, but also what is that path to profitability? How do we make sure that we can have enough robotaxis without too many humans supporting them, that they actually do make economic sense? And that is very much part of our roadmap.
I just took my first Zoox ride, and I felt completely safe. I thought the design of the vehicle was really interesting. It wasn't as smooth of a ride as a Waymo. There were some moments that were a little swervy, a little jerky. But as with Waymo, I expect them to continue improving over time. And the next time that I'm back in Las Vegas, I would totally go for another ride with Zoox.
Asia, listen.
All right, so he would go for another ride with Zoox, and we'll see how that plans out here shortly. So just know that we're on a test run, and once the taxi gets implemented, then what about the delivery service? Because if Amazon is the one that's implementing robo-taxis as a taxi service, I mean, imagine if you're Amazon, wouldn't you want to figure out how to make it a delivery service? Because right now the AI is taking up, it's taking in all this information, it's doing all these free runs, these test runs, it's gathering that information and getting it stored in there, and it's learning. And then as time goes on, it's going to get better, it's going to learn, and it's going to stand to live. I mean, then that's a whole sector of jobs being wiped away. They don't need Amazon drivers anymore. Then eventually the robots in the Amazon building will be able to put the package inside of these cars. I mean, it's just going to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. To how far does this go? You know what I mean? And what happens to the people that are just consumers and don't produce anything? That's the question. That's the $1 million question I always want to know. What happens to the people that consume and don't produce? Because that's one thing I don't want to be.
Starting in Las Vegas is probably a good commercial solution for them. They don't have to worry too much about weather. It's relatively flat. You've got a lot of tourists. One of the keys from a commercial standpoint for these types of services is you want to maximize the utilization of the vehicle. People are always on the move in Las Vegas.
After our ride-along in Las Vegas, we got to sit down with Zoox CEO Aisha Evans. For the parent company, Amazon, what are their expectations? What's your impression of, perhaps what CEO Andy Jassy is expecting?
They are great parents. It's been 5.5 years, so we're way past the dating period. And their expectations are quite reasonable. One of the things that I feel Amazon doesn't get enough credit for is that it's very good at picking some long-term big bets and actually making them happen. When you're taking on this ambitious of a project, it's good to have folks who have done it in other areas because they have the right questions. They challenge you, but they also support you.
From the moment that it was announced that Amazon was acquiring Zoox, the first thought that I had was, mobile delivery lockers. In a dense urban area, it could pull up to an apartment building, idle there for 5 or 10 minutes, waiting for somebody to come out and get the package.
We designed
That's exactly what I said. Exactly. It's exactly what I said. And then if you take the wrong package, you steal the package, it's got you recorded, so it's knowing that you're gonna steal. I'm pretty sure you can't open the door unless you put in the code. And if you take the wrong package or whatever, or it'll have some kind of mechanism. If you take out that package, you type in the code you type in is going to be linked to that package. If a different packages removes out that vehicle with the wrong code, it'll set off an alarm or something, and you'll get caught. You know what I mean? So you can't steal the packages. So therefore, no more stealing of packages, because I've had plenty of Amazon packages stolen, which sucks, and you got to reorder or something, and Amazon has to eat that cost. This is going to stop them from having to eat that cost, which I can't blame them. I would do the same thing. So now if that package pulls up on you and it's waiting on you outside, then what does it do? It's simply going to do what? you probably have to walk up, type in your package number, and when you type in your package number, you pull that package out. If you pull out a different package that is not associated with that number, then alarm's going to go off and it's going to beep or something. You're going to get caught, which, that happens now with different lockers that you deal with if you live in an apartment complex. You type in the number, it opens up that door to that package. You can apply that same ideology to these robo-taxis, and therefore you will no longer have to deal with stealing, because now nobody's stealing your package, because there's not a human delivery driver that can finagle and steal your package. It's just the robot taking the package and putting it straight on the robo-taxi. There's no more human interaction for errors that can steal packages. But let's continue. We're almost done.
A robo-taxi that is different. When you look at it, it's not a retrofitted car or anything that starts with a retrofitted car. It's really from the ground up around the rider.
A purpose-built design is always going to be cheaper than a retrofit of an existing vehicle. There's a lot of things, a lot of systems on a consumer vehicle that you don't need in an AV. They've done it in a way that minimizes the amount of capital investment and tooling that they have to do.
Can you give us any insight as to just the price of these vehicles, how that compares to a personal car, but also maybe a Waymo?
This is confidential information that we don't really disclose. BOM cost is something that we watch very carefully and manage very carefully. And by BOM, I mean the vehicle, but also all of the electronics and sensors and compute that go into that. We also really, really look at total cost of operations. We believe we'll be very competitive both from a BOM cost and TCO standpoint.
It's really hard to make money at this. Simply taking a driver out of a taxi or an Uber is not the magic bullet to suddenly turning on profits. The cost model, or at least for the foreseeable future with robo-taxis, is a major part of the reason why Ford decided to withdraw their funding of Argo AI and shut down Argo back in 2022. It's a big part of why GM decided to abandon development of robo-taxis and take the cruise engineering team and focus it on consumer vehicles. And Waymo has not made money. They're nowhere close to being profitable. Neither is anyone else globally. Zoox is going to have challenges as well. It's probably going to be at least 2030 or maybe later before any of these businesses are actually profitable.
2030 or later. 2030 is not that far away. 2030 is right around the corner. That's what, 5 years away, 4.5 years away. So that's not far. So by 2032, we're going to be in full stride, full stride for sure. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Las Vegas is open, and then we have the wait list on for San Francisco. People can download the app, they get on the wait list. And then we announced Austin, Miami, a little bit later, LA and Atlanta. Announced this on for San Francisco. People can download the app, they get on the wait list. And then we announced Austin, Miami, a little bit later, LA and Atlanta. So essentially expanding in the US. And
so they already got the app. The app looks just like the Uber app. Look.
Las Vegas is open, and then we have the wait list on for San Francisco. People can download the app, they get.
Look at that. That looks just like the Uber app. It's the same thing, but now you see the Zoox thing. So they're going to go Las Vegas, then I guess San Francisco, then Austin is next.
On the wait list. And then we announced Austin.
So there's Austin. Sheesh.
Austin, Miami, a little bit later, LA and Atlanta. So essentially expanding in the US. And yes, international expansion, but when we're ready. Our master plan is that you start with ride hailing, but there are a lot of use cases out there that are not served today that we think that the Zoox experience is really well suited for.
With this launch to the public for the first time in Las Vegas, what is Zoox setting out to prove in this phase?
We're setting out to show that, this is real and it's coming to you. And also to learn. There will always be something we didn't think about, or customers will do or think about things we didn't. And so we're looking forward to learning, incorporating that into our foundation, and then scaling more robots, more geofences, more ODDs, more cities.
Do you envision Zoox vehicles ever going past like these geofences that currently exist?
For the foreseeable future, I expect driverless deployments to be geofenced. At the end of the day, we take our responsibility very seriously. We're sending these robots out there to drive amongst humans, and making sure that they are safety cleared for an area that we understand and is well studied is really key.
Zoox is launching its service to the public in Las Vegas, and by the end of the year, it will offer its early rider program in San Francisco. To start, it will have 50 robotaxi vehicles across both markets, with plans to expand beyond that.
So this video was made about 5 days ago. So as we can see, they're on their way to making this happen for sure. So this is not that far down the road. So we're about to see these robo-taxis, man, and it's happening. It doesn't matter if the world economically is going down the tank. That doesn't matter. What matters is the rich are going to get richer and the poor are going to get poorer, and that's the way this is going to go, regardless of how you see it. That's how they're moving forward. So shout out to them for making this video. I mean, there ain't no other way to look at it. There's no other way to say it. The rich getting richer, the poor getting poorer. They don't care about anything other than the way the two-tier the two-tier wealth gap or whatever, the two-tier, what is it, living wealth, whatever. She's gonna be rich and poor is what I'm saying. It's just gonna be a two-tier wealth. That's it. So either you get on it and make something happen with your life, or you don't and you get left back and you deal with the struggle and strife. That's how they're moving forward. That's just what it is. There's no other way around it. That's how it's going. It's gonna be, you know, kill or be killed. You know, eat what you kill, dog eat dog world. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you if you're struggling. Nobody's gonna feel bad for you, because the world is moving in this direction. And you can look at all the movies that showed us the future of how future economies are going to look, and you saw haves and you saw have-nots, and the have-nots were not cared about. The haves were living a great life. The have-nots, it was hell, it was terrible, it was awful. So that's why I'm here to tell you and show you all this stuff, to try to get you to understand that there's only one decision left to make, and you gotta make something happen. Get rich, and either, you know, get rich, make something happen, and if you can, live off the fat of the land, live off of nature, or if you're gonna live, then, you know, put your head down to the ground, grind for the next 10 years, and then pull your head up and look at what's going on around you. And hopefully then you've made the right decision to, you know, get yourself out of a financial pickle or a bad financial situation, because this is all about money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Have a good spirit about yourself going forward, but at the same time, understand that finances play a big part in this. So hopefully you see the writing on the wall, because everything is getting what's the word, monetized. Everything is, you know, you see wrestling, they're going the way of pricing people out. You can see that happening. All these things are changing, and they're going the way of, if you got money, you can enjoy it. If you don't, who cares? So with that being said, man, I got to get up out of here. You can see it. I've been sitting there for so long. I'm over here nodding off and eyes closing here and there between segments of the show. So I'm trying to stay awake, but sitting in this chair for 3 hours has got your boy like doing this number right here. I'm trying to stay awake. I'm fighting. I'm struggling. But we made it through today. What was that? 3-hour stream today. So we did it. So shout out to moi. Hopefully that was a good stream and you guys enjoyed that. But until next time, we will be back in here for our next stream. We got to get up out of here, man. Take care and enjoy the sexy Latino on the way out the door. I love y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Follow D. Elliott Fitness for the kind of workouts you'll never forget.
It's big on, baby, I'm out some meat. Pockets chunky like cottage cheese. Real nigga, I just gotta be. Smoking weed that don't gotta see. Used to be a hustler prodigy. I love when people say they proud of me. I'm eating good, smoking broccoli. Taking over blocks like Monopoly. Only fuck the ones that's my policy. Most of these hoes tryna cause a scene. Like niggas mad they not on the team. See, I got bread, then bought a dream. The game on lock, and I got the keys like Jay. My fame won't stop, bro. The only thing I'm chasing. The game on lock, and I got the keys like Jay. My fame won't stop, bro. The only thing I'm chasing. The game on lock, and I got the keys got 6 rings. Smoke till my bitch split screen. The press with pain pills and sipping lean. Riding dirty, but I'm extra clean. Lyrics nice, but I'm extra mean. All-star, heavyweight, like Wolverine. The bitch line slick, she open me. I flip money like Clover G. Gang hustle like TIP. It's hard, baby, like DIG. Acronym like KRIT. The game on lock, and I got the keys like Jay-Z. My fame won't stop, but it's the only thing I'm chasing. The game on lock, and I got the keys like Jay-Z. Don't wake up nigga in Austin, Texas. In the booth, playing beats. The game on lock, and I got the keys like Jay-Z. My fame won't stop, but it's the only thing I'm chasing. The game on lock, and I got the keys like Jay-Z. Don't wake up nigga in Austin, Texas. In the booth, playing beats. In the beats like RP, no hard shit where your artery. Cutting up, who sharper than me? Rolling up accordingly. Pulling hoes, no sorcery. Rapping like y'all forcing me. If I ain't right, then it's forgery. Nigga selling to the rock like a Flores beat. Lyrical monster on the Lord of Beats. Text nigga, my bitch Georgia Peach. Pimp tight nigga, I do more than cheat. Cold like D-Wade, I ignore the heat. Bitch, I'm on way, hit the short police. Money jumping like a nigga on my sneeze. Come to James, get me on the beat. Bitch, I'm always winning like what's the feed? The game on